this nigga's got this, and this that's wrong with him, and that's the reason why I don't want to date him or speak to him or run around my even circumference. Men should have that same right to do that. No, I'm not saying this shit on some Kevin Samuel shit. It's just fuck this double standard shit. If you speak down on me, I should be able to speak down on you. If I don't want you around me, I seen a video where some girl
Arri Samuels.
Huh? Yeah, I can hear you. I already said nah. I thought this nigga said, "Could you hear me, Oos?" I was saying, yeah.
Could you hear me, Oos?
The bar, but nah. I seen a video where one girl, probably like average, probably she was alright, pretty mid. You know what I'm saying? Not ugly, not super cute. You know what I'm saying? But she went up to this one dude, young dude. You know what I'm saying? Pretty handsome little dude, young dude. You know what I'm saying? Working out in the gym, and she went up to him and was like, "Yo. I think you're cute. Can I get your number or something?" And dude was like, he like laughed her off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm good. And she was just like, excuse me. He was like, nah, you're like, he pretty much said like, yo, you're not my type. You don't look like the women I like. And
fam, you remember the post I made a while ago where it was like, yo, you can change your mind on somebody.
Yeah, but it should be no fault on that. It shouldn't be where women do it and it turns into the goddamn Queens of Comedy set. And when we do it, it's looking like goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, they look at us like we goddamn, like, not, I'm about to say Jim Jones, but not everybody knows the old Jim Jones. But like, we're some type of like fucking mass murder or something. Like, we just murdered her feelings or something like that.
Right. That's why, bro. That's why women can have preferences, but niggas can't.
We can't. And I think that's really sad that we can't be able to openly speak on if a woman is not attractive to us. If we do, then we're monsters. Oh, what about her feelings? She got fuck all of that. You ain't say that about Raekwon when you called him sitting there looking like the goddamn Roach Crew.
I think that nigga preaching.
I think there's a certain level of what value you bring in the relationship and what aspect you want from someone in the relationship.
True.
So, for example, I know plenty of guys who like their girls a certain physical type, whether it be skinny or fat.
Right.
I always tell my friends this: don't waste your time criticizing or critiquing those that you don't want. I'm not going to spend my time trying to convince a dark-skinned girl to become a light-skinned girl. I'm not going to convince a light-skinned girl to become a dark-skinned girl.
Because it's by preference.
Right. If that's my preference, that's my preference. I'm not going to say I don't want one or the other because like your preference shouldn't be what stops you from loving who you're supposed to love in so many words. Mm-hmm. Your preference should be, this is what I prefer, but acknowledge like, hey, yeah, I want a cheeseburger, but that's a fucking big ass steak. I want the steak.
Yeah. That's like me. Like I prefer, like I have my preference, and Gino gonna kill me.
No. Go ahead.
Umar, we love you.
Nah. Go ahead, put it out. Put up my cane.
Put up my cane. Go ahead, cook food, Kang. Let's fucking go.
Go ahead.
Talk to Kang, Los. Talk to Kang.
Oh, my preferences, they vary. I like them, the little redhead joints, or I like, the blonde joints. You know what I'm saying? But I fall in love with a brunette. Like my ex was brunette, like the crazy joint I tell y'all about. Like she was brunette. Like no blanquitas. I do it all.
Audio and visual people. I am speaking as Kang. So
I am speaking as Kang. Nah, look at these niggas trying to narrative god, man.
Do tell my Kang.
Go ahead, go on, speak. We're not here to criticize. Just know that you're in a different timeline, brother.
Oh, right. Like nah, man. Like that.
Just know if you fuck up, we have a variant to replace your ass. Get this shit back right.
It's a preference, but like you don't have to sit in that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to sit in that box. Don't put your shit in a box to be, metaphorically speaking. Like it's a lot of flavors. Nigga, sample that shit.
Yo, I mean, to go on with the flavors thing, it's just really weird when you see someone really like, yo, I only date this exact same type of person. And it's like, yo, you have all the same type of problems with this exact same type of person in every relationship. You don't think it's a problem with your selection? Like you might have a selection bias or some
natural selection.
And it's like, nah, everything I'm doing is correct. It's not them. It's not me, it's them. It has to be something wrong with them versus saying like, hey, I'm picking someone because this is my ideal without recognizing person isn't ideal for me.
When it's that whole, Gino, when it's that whole, like, oh, who could it be? When it's not, when they don't, because remember, we as humans have to be self-aware. We have to take accountability always. So when it's, you know what I'm saying, when like what Gino said, oh, well, don't you think it's you that could be the problem? Some people don't see that. I.e., you know, shout out Mario, what he wrote. That right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they fall in that. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there.
I think it's like you said, when some people be like, oh, well, I think I'm done dating this race, so I'm going to go try that now or something like that. I always be thinking like, well, once again, like you said, is it what you're looking for out of that human being? You know what I'm saying? That
you can find that anyway.
With, you know what I'm saying? Right. Because if you don't like a dude, if you don't like a nonchalant dude, or you like nonchalant dudes, you know what I'm saying? A nonchalant dude that's black, Hispanic, you know what I'm saying? Taino, Asian, or whatever. It doesn't matter what race you are. A nonchalant dude is going to give you, I mean, given how your personality is, if you're an outgoing person, he's going to give you the same issues, whether he's white, black, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if you're dating, listen to what I said.
Wait, let me finish the sentence. Finish your thought.
If you're an outgoing person and you like to be around nonchalant dudes, you know, outgoing people and nonchalant people don't ever mix too well for too long. You feel me? That's why I said it's like you may like that dude who's more chill other than the more outgoing guy, but maybe that outgoing guy fits your world better than that nonchalant dude that you think is going to be so chill and not you could be able to keep on a leash or whatever that nature.
I think this
women love bums and ain't shit dudes to a high degree.
Yo, put that up in that one.
That's a fact, man. They hate to say it. Shit. They hate to say it. Love don't. What was it? Tuka play that game when Vivica K. Fox brought Bobby Brown to. I'm so happy they put that in film for women to see. Like, yes, that is y'all.
Plaster it.
I want to say this so I can. A lot of problems that people have in communication and relationships boil down to their inability to communicate and their inability to articulate.
Yes.
Right. Not everyone, and by articulate, I don't mean having a deep vocabulary.
Their needs.
But rather having the vocabulary to properly express yourself and that level of articulation. Because there's a lot of, like, DMX was very articulate for a nigga who didn't have a deep vocabulary. And not to say he didn't have a vocabulary. It wasn't like DMX wasn't like, he wasn't a scholar. Like, he wasn't like,
he explained his love for, like, literally his love for dogs. And other than, like, I think he was saying, like, dogs love a human more than, like, even more than God does or something like that. But the way he explained it to the people,
unconditional love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was articulate enough to get that explanation off and the care of a dog to a human being. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yes.
Another person, like, who had a very deep lexicon but wasn't articulate was Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson didn't become articulate until he way older in life. Right? And then you have, but I say that to say, like, communication is such a vital part of relationships. And when you talk about nonchalant people, a lot of times people don't understand nonchalant people are very literal. It's no longer like, look, I'm not taking hints. I don't know hints.
That's me. We too grown for that. We too grown for that.
People always assume I'm nonchalant or super confident versus the fact that it's not very literal. And I understand that, hey, if I want a problem solved, I need to solve the problem. I can't sit here and worry the problem. No, bro, hold on. I'm gonna express this part. This is why people think I'm nonchalant, because it's just very much like, oh, hey, can I do this? Oh, well, you asked me yes or no question. So, yeah, you can. And I'll just continue about, like, oh, you're not going to answer? I don't need to say anything else. He asked me yes or no question.
Exactly.
So people don't understand that versus, like, people ask me an open-ended question, I'll express, and I'll give them what they need. A lot of talkative people who are outgoing spend a lot of time asking people yes or no questions, and then just making the extrapolations from there.
They talking in circles, basically. Like outgoing people. Like I get what Gino is saying. Gino is more like nonchalant means contrite, to the point, no beating around the bush. Instead of like
beating around the bush, let's get to the meat and potatoes of what we got to this topic for, which it was a ugly woman on your shit.
Oh, god damn, dog!
You thought you was transition god.
Say all that.
Sorry about that.
You thought you was the transition god. Hey, bro, I'm keeping it tall. You heard? Like I said, man.
It's just
what you're talking about happened to me when I was 12. So I understand wholeheartedly what you're talking about. That fear.
Nice jab.
No, I'm just keeping it tall, bro. Like that was like last. I literally had fear in my heart from this woman, like continually to follow me, like
Fam Bam. It's not ugly. It's not look. She's beautiful. I'll show you a picture after. She's beautiful. It's just it ain't for me.
Okay,
it ain't for me.
I'm sorry. The girl that chased me.
That's what you pulling today. That's low loso.
Like you can't. Like, I don't know. Like we can say no.
Yes,
look, I'll be real. This is the problem. Women don't recognize with men, and men often don't recognize with themselves.
Yeah,
men don't get complimented the way women think men get complimented.
What I will say though is when I walked in there, like, because a lot of that family hadn't seen me in a while, so I was getting a lot of like, "Yo, you look good, you look good," and I was like, "Nah, I was doing crack. That's why I lost all this weight." Yeah,
like you always try to downplay crack it all and stuff like that.
Always, man.
Men are inherently trained to be a humble person. Turn the volume down. And oftentimes when you're dealing with a woman, or what a lot of women like to do is prey on that in so many words, and they'll stroke your ego in such a manner where it's like, a lot of times,
you really love me like that?
Like
you want to stroke something.
You'll see a hit girl with some dude, like she's punching way above her weight class. And you're like, how is this possible? This doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. This is an ugly girl. Let me rephrase. This is an unattractive girl.
She's punching up.
She should be having a life like a regular average man is, where it's like you gotta work hard for everything. You gotta do this. And it's like, yo, why is this dude so invested in her? It's like, yo, she strokes his ego like no one else does. I've seen that plenty of times. Mm-hmm. Plenty of times.
Like literally, for that lack of better say, like what, like a lot of women say they try to stay away from, whereas like trying to say, I ain't your mama, I ain't this. I'm not saying that we look for that, but who is the woman in our life that, like I said, gives you that type of compliment, make you feel like one of the, you know what I'm saying, most beautiful dudes or handsomest, whatever you want to describe it as, whatever. It's your mama, whatever. I like the term beautiful, but that's neither here nor there. But still, like that. You want something, you know what I'm saying? You want to feel like that outside of your, you know what I'm saying, your family or any of that nature. You know what I'm saying? You want to feel that type of, you know what I'm saying, that internal feeling of, you know what I'm saying, of beauty, of that I look good, I feel confident, any of that nature. And when a woman that you're dating or that nature, it gives you that, that's a very comforting feeling. You know what I'm saying? That, okay, she looks at me more than just like, okay, like, I guess everybody can be beautiful on the inside. Everybody can be beautiful. Anybody can be told that, right? But when you actually get somebody,
I used to be ugly.
You know what I'm saying? But when somebody gives you a very not say serious, but actual true comment, like, yo, you really look really it'd be certain word, amazing, or you look astounding today, or something like that. Vice versa, if it's said to me or I say it to that woman, you see that look or that feeling on their face. Like you said though, Gino, we so humble that we will probably joke it off and be like, nah, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, chill, you know what I'm saying? So it just let y'all know, it definitely goes a long way. It goes a long way especially in a world where we looked at as the, you know what I'm saying?
I want to do one thing. Can you put up our Mario last said? Women just not relationship smart. I think what he means women are not.
You're gonna send a lot of our women viewers packing.
No, hold on. I'm gonna counter. I disagree with this. right? And the logic is women are a lot more emotionally educated in comparison to men. So women typically go into relationships already knowing what they want. And they're far better at getting men to do what they want off the strength that women have their ingrained. They're the selectors in most relationships. Men are the pursuers. So there's a certain level of, they have a certain level of control in most relationships that men don't acknowledge, but women recognize. Women are able to simply not so much attack a man's psyche, but they're able to manipulate it in so many words. And this is usually for like you see it all the time in many relationships where it's like, yo, why don't you just break up with her if you don't like, yo, bro, I love her. I can't live without her.
Nigga.
I can't. And there's men who do it too. There's men who do it too. And it's not so much do it, but fall victim to it. So it's, I wouldn't say women are not
we fall victim. Gino, we fall victim to that when it's something, I guess, when the woman has something that, like, for lack of a better term, when she got good box.
No, not just that. Yo, we already know. Stop.
Why people? No.
I'm gonna get this off. Because we know plenty of hobosexuals, niggas who are bums who are fucking their way into houses left and right. They're not there because of the pussy. They're not there because of the pussy. They're there because they're scumbag niggas. Next.
Some niggas. All right. You ever had somebody ask you, yo, what do you see in her? And they don't see what you see in her, but you see it.
Yes and no. Yeah. I've had somebody ask. All right. Come on. Look. We all have had that situation where niggas, where your boys are telling you like, yo, bro, this ain't a good look for you.
You know it's a good look.
But for you, it's just like, yo, bro, this is ideal for the times, bro. When in Rome, right? You know what I mean?
When in Rome, there was the Romans.
I'll be real, there's plenty of people, men and women, who have casual sex with just like someone who's well beneath them because like, yo, I'm in a rut. Or they have sex with someone they know they can easily outperform because it's like, yo, I need a little ego boost. I need a tune up. I need to feel like I'm this sexual beast again.
You're a Yu-Gi-Oh enthusiast, right? You're familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
I'm familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh. I ain't an enthusiast. Go on, nigga. I don't got like cards in my crib.
Everybody, you always needed a blue eyes white dragon. You had your blue eyes white dragon.
Bro, I'm sorry, nigga. I was put up the Black King for me one time, bro. I ain't never had that blue eyes. I ain't never had that blue eyes, bro.
We only fuck with the dark blue eyes white dragon.
Nah, but thank you.
The Black Dragon, the red-eyed Black Dragon.
The blue-eyed Black Dragon was the prize.
When they had the Egyptian set, bro, I was
hold on.
Don't make me break out the Book of the Dead.
Let me get my analogy off. Let me get the analogy off.
Get your analogy off.
You get your blue eyes white dragon, which is your quote unquote prize. You know what I'm saying? That's the one you don't touch. You don't trade that card.
You know what I'm saying? Send it back to Eurasia where it came from.
But in the tug, you got that dark magician.
Oh, so you keep the darkies in the back.
Hey, see, look at this. He's not. Oh, Mario wrote a whole fucking paragraph. Too bad we're not gonna.
God damn! Don't put that shit on the screen.
Nah, don't do that. That nigga got 6 lines on that shit.
This is a sick Negro.
Put on sentence. That's one
Yo.
Arri trying to start shit. You didn't peep Arri trying to start shit.
Yo, yeah,
already.
That nigga a sick nigga.
He got the blue eyes with the front and a dark magician.
Yo, but do you peep the Japanese? Oh, you peep the Japanese? Oh my God! Oh, you peep the Japanese? I didn't even mean for that to be like that. I swear, I don't mean for
this nigga is wild.
This nigga, hey, yo, man.
Come on, settle.
Donald Glover.
What's the first topic, man? We go Paul Woodley.
This nigga switched over quick. He didn't want to deal with that Childish Gambino reference. You don't want to do that? Los Chinos.
Los Chinos. Hilarious. Yo,
shout out Las Minas. Shout out Donnie.
Bro, all day, every day.
And just let everybody know all my queens to practice what we call, you know what I'm saying, voodoo, and crack is called black magic.
Relax.
They keep got dark magicians in the back.
I already think somebody put a hex on me to relax.
Bro, nigga, that's why they don't have black kids in the Happy
I'm
Potter.
fucking my voodoo shorties, yo. Come over here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's eat some chicken fingers in a circle of crystals.
Yo, bro. I'm right now. Hold on.
He basically giving bitches the alley-oop to put a curse on me. You a fucked up nigga.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you believe in that crystal shit, bro, you smoke crystals in real life, bro. Look, I'll tell you this right now. There's so many times I see people pull out those crystals. You know what? Never mind. We're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna attack somebody's spiritual beliefs, but since we talking about spiritual beliefs, I believe wholeheartedly that Tyrone Woodley,
oh my god,
took a dive.
Who got the picture?
Took a dive.
Who got the picture of my man's like, and Woodley just standing there?
I got it ready. I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Bro, that was the first red flag. Like, how you got this nigga dead to rights and you don't continue to swing on him? That's how I knew this nigga was
talking when he hit him with the crazy left on the ropes.
Mm-hmm. He pulled back though. He pulled back.
I know that. I thought I was tripping. I thought I was tripping.
I sent it to you right now.
That's crazy.
Bro, like, so this was my thing. So
there go your peoples.
I got you. Hold on un momento.
So when you pull it up, I'm gonna get this off. So
go ahead.
Everyone, that picture has a lot of fucking, like, if you look at it's like the Last Supper painting. You see a lot of shit surrounding that picture. Oh no, the other angle.
This is the one I got.
This is the perfect angle. And this is something I want you to see. Look at Tyrone Woodley's hands.
They're down.
You've done, like, look, if you've done MMA, you already know what you're supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Second, look at the ref. What's supposed to happen right now?
Ref is relaxed.
The ref's supposed to be ready to jump in and say, like, hey, stop. He's out on his feet. We got to start counting. Right? Because if you look at Paul, he don't look coherent. He's not looking at the fighter. He's not looking at the nigga who hit him.
He's dazed.
Right. So that right there, he should have been on him. You can take the picture down.
Nah, leave it up. Fuck this nigga. Fuck Paul, nigga.
Nah. This is what I want to point out. If we're going just off the actual performances in the fight, I had Paul winning. Paul had a very dynamic first and second round. I had a question. Go ahead.
Do you respect? Do you think? Well, not just Jake, but his brother. Do you consider them reputable boxers?
No, I only consider one of them.
The older one, right?
No, he fought last night.
Yeah, I didn't even know Logan was fighting until he fought like Mayweather, and then I didn't even know that was Logan.
No,
Jake is supposed to be the professional.
Jake is a professional. He's had 3 pro fights.
Okay, that's the Nate Robinson nigga, right?
Yeah.
These Caucasian niggas look alike. You know what I'm saying? So,
like, look, if we look at the Mayweather fight, right? It wasn't supposed. Mayweather knocked him clean the fuck out,
and he picked him up.
He held him up.
That shit was hilarious, bro.
If we're going just by boxing, if we're just going by boxing,
you're not strong. Sorry.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Woodley was
the guy, bro. I just heard Morgan Freeman in the back, bro. Like, you smoke crack, don't you? That's all I thought of, bro. But
you thought Paul was Sam's on the roof?
I don't know, but he had him looking crazy up there, bro. He had him looking crazy, bro.
Hey yo, Cole, get that Photoshop, man. Put fucking Jake Paul on Sam's face, and then put Morgan Freeman as Mayweather.
So
what is that? Oh, what you eating? Hold on. What you eating? Because his sister throw down.
Yes, I definitely think it's a money grab. I think
you a whole ass nigga. You know that?
What the fuck is this?
You a whole ass nigga, man.
This nigga pulled up the lights.
Hold on. I feel like this is Joe in some random wood smoking.
Joe pulled up with the lights just hidden in the dark.
Is that Joe?
Yeah, Joe, nigga.
This nigga trying to come up like a fucking WWE entrance.
The reflection on your glasses looking like a fucking Instagram filter.
He came up like an Undertaker.
You know when this shit be floating around like on Snapchat or some shit? When you like little AI. I thought that was this nigga's glasses, bro.
Nigga popped up like the Undertaker.
Are you afraid of the dark? But no, back to what you were saying, Joe. You talking about Jake Paul and Tyrone Woodley?
I ain't watch that shit, nigga. I was catching Z's, you nigga.
Right.
Fuck that. What the fuck I look like watching fucking scripted Yakubian boxing?
So the thing is, like, if you look at it from a boxing perspective, Woodley walked him down just to get beat up.
Right.
So Woodley looked like an aggressor because he figured him out with the jab, but he didn't do anything afterwards. Whereas Paul was active when the rounds with Paul was active, which was essentially 1 through 5. He was actually hitting and constantly moving. He looked like the active and aggressive fighter. Mm-hmm. Woodley being the more experienced fighter, you're just so surprised. Like, yo, why are you showboating? You haven't won a round in years.
We was out of character.
You need to
get out of character.
Completely out of character. The level of confidence for somebody who hasn't put somebody down is just so surprising.
And he's ducking. He be ducking niggas too. He got to fight Fury. He said, fuck Fury. I want to fight this easy nigga again. And then Paul stunned him. He was like, I won't fight you unless you tattoo my name on your back.
Yeah, if he tattooed
that moment,
name on it, Paul, he's a mook. He do that, he's a whole
it was that moment where the quote, I'm rooting for everybody black, got buried so much right there.
Like, nah, bro, I'm telling you, bro, anybody fight this white devil, I'm not rooting for them, bro.
Nigga called
white devil.
White devil.
I would be real.
I was telling Sue last night. I'm sorry, G. Let me just get to real quick. And I said, this is something I feel like is not being talked about in the media, nor on these like little boxing groups or sites, that this whole little Jake Paul thing, like a lot of his challengers, mainly are rooted into these fights. Well, not rooted, but their intentions in this fight is literally to beat down a cocky ass white dude.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
But no, I mean for the Ben Askrens and those guys, it's the millennial. You call him a millennial, but for most guys, it's just
who got that goddamn rain camera going crazy right now?
That's my bad. It's for the Ben Askrens and all of those guys, like they see him as just a millennial who don't know what he's doing. But most guys, that's usually are black fighters that he's been fighting, and I'm not saying he's choosing these guys. It's more so the guys that want to go and take him out.
Nah, you know that you know what it is. They need a dark skinned Spanish nigga by the name of Anderson Silva coming.
No, actually,
go him with the Diaz niggas.
No. The older one, Logan, ducked Silva out back because Silva went into a boxing match.
I heard that. Yeah.
Throw him with the Diaz niggas and watch what happens.
This is the thing.
Oh, nah, that Diaz nigga's gonna try to kill. That's different. That's a different energy.
But we need
that nigga gonna try to kill him, bro.
This is the
thing.
Him with they have an advantage over a lot of people they're fighting. Jake does. Off the strength that he's fighting MMA fighters. So if you see, like watching the fight, Woodley was doing hip fakes. And it's like, Jake. I think
that was a dive though.
No. If you know Ben Askren, you know that dude don't have hands.
Damn, he was walking just fine.
Nah, bro, he definitely don't have. He was a fucking grappler.
He's a grappler.
He's a wrestler. He's a pure
grappler. Pure wrestler. He was going to that fight. Though. Well, a lot of people don't understand is this guy. While people are assuming he's amateur, he's actually been training, paying actual millions to train like a pro boxer.
I don't think
he want to do that shit. But yo, I just came to say what up with you niggas. You know, I'll be back in full effect next episode. Gotta, get this training in.
Real quick, how did you like it? First day?
Oh, it's all right, nigga. A bunch of videos. I'm about to learn how to body slam these niggas respectfully tomorrow.
Hey yo, you work with any females?
Oh, hell yeah!
Get this nigga out of here.
That conversation off camera. I gotta keep it
cool. I was gonna ask, what's the problem with the population?
Oh, it's nice. Latinos, a couple Indian bitches, nigga. I can't wait. It's gonna be Viva la Bean Pie. I'm out here.
Get this nigga out of here. This nigga's dangerously horny.
Oh my god!
Yo, no, these two niggas between Loso posts on Facebook yesterday. And this nigga now,
Which one?
I'm just getting
started
on Facebook, bro. You see
my Facebook be different.
Listen, man, hours will be the hours no matter what. Hours doesn't end until I get into a relationship, and even then, I'm still gonna continue the hours.
Yeah, Loso, in the words of Cisco, I'm gonna be a nigga for life. I'm out.
Ain't no nigga in the world that horny. No nigga in the world that horny.
You know it's a bad signal sometimes, beloved.
Continuing on to sports.
Yes,
NBA.
I don't know if y'all finished up with Tyrone Woodley and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty much
done. We got it all.
He lost the fight.
Definitely, he has to get somewhere to like Bermuda Triangle or some shit like that. Go live with
the like this. There's one thing I want to add. The only thing that's good that's coming out of this whole I'll call it an exhibition, series of exhibitions, because they're spectacles.
Yeah. These ain't real fights.
No, they have real fights on the card,
but they don't affect record. That's what I'm saying.
No, this was actual.
The one fake AB, and that Irish looking dude.
All these fights were official fights.
But like Gino, like does it affect like they're not canon? Is what I'm saying.
No, they're canon. They're canon. But this is like a side story that's still a part of the story.
What? These fights ain't canon.
It's not DLC.
These are real. Those are all pro fights that you saw. I don't think there was any.
It's not DLC. It's a side quest. It all adds to the progression.
But what's going to happen is that UFC is going to have to start paying. UFC, when it came out, all the eyes being on that product, they grabbed a lot of people who would be boxing prospects and moved them into UFC.
Yeah.
Into that UFC. So now, I'm not saying that now there's people, not so much as that these are all the successful people UFC would be boxers. I'm saying there's people who would have been boxers who decided to go do MMA instead.
Yeah.
Now, UFC is now losing that draw where people are like, well, you get paid more doing boxing. You get paid more.
Jared was good.
Jared was good. So I want to see now how Dana counters this, because he got called out by name about underpaying his fighters and raking in massive amounts of money.
I don't feel like this is the first time we've heard this though. I feel like we've heard.
But Jake Paul, it's different when Jake Paul is saying it, because remember, Jake Paul is low key one of the most hated motherfuckers out. For him to look at the camera and say, "Yo, pay your niggas, pay your boxers."
And the thing is, the difference is you have Jake Paul beating the shit out of your fighters on
making an example out of them.
National TV out. This guy was a legend. This guy was the shit.
Right.
This is why I said last night, if we're gonna go with that narrative, even though he's not gonna do it because Floyd didn't do it, they got. If you really feel it, you got to spin that block.
Floyd did it too. Floyd did it with Conor McGregor.
But when Conor was like, "Yo, let's spin the block and go to the octagon," and Floyd was like, "Oh yeah," and you ain't hear shit about that shit after. Niggas know fuck what happened.
No, it's not even that. It's look, we're not gonna get paid as much doing this.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not about the pay. That's the thing. After that, it's never about the pay. It's about the pride after.
No. Conor McGregor outright said the amount of money he made there in that one fight.
No. I'm not talking about that.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying
the guys get in there like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, they feel like they're getting beat down. They're UFC fans looking at you like, oh, crazy. So they're gonna be like, all right, I came to your world. You know what I'm saying? Now come to mine.
No, when the dude tried to call out Logan Paul just laughed it off. Like, nah happening.
Bro, throw Jake Paul in that octagon with one of the Diaz niggas, with the Ngannou or Usman. One of these wild motherfuckers.
I'll tell you right now, Usman's a nigga who I think anyway, we're not even gonna talk about Usman and boxing.
No, Jake Paul might die if he goes in that octagon.
So on to the NBA. I mean, the season hasn't started, but there's been some interesting developments. A player who I think is going to be, who I've said, and I say this again, I think he's going to go down when his career's over. He's going to be considered a top 5 point guard to ever play the game.
Over CP3. Look at that's a shame.
Rondo.
But I agree. Listen, I feel you though, because he has the 2 rings to back it up. I feel you because he has 2 more rings than CP.
Not even 2 more rings. It's the teams he got the rings with. being the Celtics and the Lakers, being the two most storied franchises. Well, he was drafted. If I'm not mistaken, he was drafted by the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
So that ring was an organic ring. I'm not gonna call that.
He won his ring as a rookie, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Rookie or first, rookie or I think it was sophomore, his rookie. But he continued to develop even better. He wasn't. He never was a bad player.
LeBrondo. Remember them years when he had this nigga LeBron fake the fuck out when he did this shit?
Bro, he was a problem. And the thing is, he's hit that level of IQ. The only two players I think in the NBA today who are higher IQ than him are CP3 and LeBron James in that order.
Where do you guys rank Lucas? His IQ?
I don't rank him up there. I rank him in top 20.
Yeah, Lucas still also
that's not bad for his age.
No,
still in year 3. This would be year 3 for Lucas.
That's why I kind of asked, because for him to be in 20 at year 3 is crazy. But go ahead.
I wouldn't say the whole reason why is just because his meltdowns in the playoffs. Not to say he doesn't have he has great playoff, right? It's he hasn't gotten to the level of where he can handle himself in that adversity in so many words. So
fuck Arri up, dog.
I don't think Luka's a bad player. I think he's really
good.
What
he's doing too.
The other player who I'm really interested in, I'm starting to see some stuff, and I have to say one of my friends, he put me on to
Eddie Kane over here.
LiAngelo Ball.
LiAngelo.
No. I fucked up. I'm smacked. Apologize.
LaMelo?
No.
Lonzo?
Lonzo? No, the one who just got signed.
Nigga, they father? I'm gonna say, nigga,
the
which ball is it?
LiAngelo by Detroit. He's in Charlotte.
Yeah. I seen some stuff. Watched the little videos. He's looking pretty interesting.
Big body.
He said what was his first game? He had 16 or 19 and
he's
20-something minutes.
Body.
He's a big body. I want to see what happens with him. But right now he's looking a far more interesting prospect than I initially thought.
Hey, yo, Gino, you think
this is his second go round though, I believe, right?
No, he never made it into the system. He didn't get to play.
He was G League for a little bit.
He didn't play in the G League? The first time?
No, I think he got I think he got pulled by the Pistons.
It was one
shut it down.
How good do you think what's homie name? What's their dad's name? Again?
Lamar?
How good do you think Lamar Ball feels? LeVar Ball. How good do you think he feels to have three sons potentially in the NBA?
Are you real? He's not the first to do it.
Michael Jordan.
He's not the first, and I don't want. But
Michael Jordan's kids couldn't even play a lick. Remember that game with Michael Jordan? It was a college game. Gino, you remember? Michael Jordan was sitting courtside.
Was it Kemba who torched them kids? No, it wasn't Kemba.
It was a Big East game.
Who torched Jordan's kids?
Fam, Jordan was there.
Was it Kemba who torched them?
I think it was Kemba.
He smoked them niggas. He smoked them. Yo, listen, I'm hyped right now just for Kemba in New York. That's gonna be something special.
You saw his first tweet? He was
I feel like I just forgot that we have the possibility.
Yo, bro, they better they gotta play some real when he come through, they gotta play A Boogie or some shit.
I know y'all want to run over to the East Coast
you can't.
so badly right now.
You gotta give him his proper due. You
gotta play Soundview. He's from Soundview.
You gotta play A Boogie. You gotta play Big Pun. You gotta play some Bronx niggas for this nigga. Get this nigga hype.
Tres Leches with Fat Joe.
Y'all definitely went past a big thing that could possibly happen.
And speaking of Fat Joe,
hold on.
Y'all forgot we can get a possibility of this picture happening again, my nigga.
With an older
the best things of that bubble championship whole playoff series was seeing lit as shit on the fucking court. If we could get this again in LA, I am for Rondo back in LA.
That picture
Sorry, I didn't mean to go to Kobe after that. That was an accident.
That's the face I got right now. So that's perfect. That's the face. Like that's what you hype about. Like I'm gonna be more hype about like probably Melo getting a ring finally.
But like, ooh, I know this one, Rondo.
That picture is so wild because, like,
Thank you.
First of all, how old is that kid?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Kobe meme. I was like, I made it myself. I'm glad you made
it. Right?
I made the Kobe meme. Nigga. That's me, bro.
You know my favorite Kobe meme is the let's fucking go. That one.
Oh yeah, that one. Oh, the
let's
playoff handshake,
go.
Kobe, bro. Playoff handshake. That's the best picture. That's one of the best pictures of Kobe. Fuck.
I don't think
those, son.
I think Rondo will he will make a difference because the Lakers, they are stacked this year. Let's keep it a whack.
The way they're stacked, I think that Lakers squad gives me very, very, very big reminiscence of like the Miami 2.0.
Which Miami team? 26 in a row, Miami, or 11-11 at the All-Star break, Miami?
No, like Miami. Like this is Mike Miller. Jason Williams final chance to get a ring type shit. Like
so the Shaq, D Wade, Antoine Walker, GP.
Yeah, okay. Where it's like, look, we got a squad, we got wild veteran players on the bench who are stars somewhere else. We're playing to win. That's it.
Bro, LeBron.
I think the worst thing about this all should have been CP3. Should have never. He should have took a veterans minimum and just signed with the fucking Lakers,
bro. But here's the caveat though. How do you think? Because I believe Rondo and Westbrook, they don't bang.
Nah, I think they
don't bang.
Nah, I think you gotta remember Rondo.
You gotta sage that motherfucker before you go in there.
I haven't seen that in a while.
I'll be real.
I haven't seen that in a while.
I'll be real. I think what you gotta do is lock them niggas in the locker room. Tell them y'all got 5 minutes. No, look, 5 minutes. Put pads all around everywhere. Like, hey, no injuries, no kill shots. You know what I mean? Hey, none of y'all gonna be starting point guard. Let y'all know this now. We're gonna play big for the first fucking 3 weeks. Let y'all heal up.
This is how we will continue to find out.
I think LeBron's leadership will be tested with this team because of that nuance. Because he might have to play peacemaker between
there's a lot of strong egos on this team, bro. It's a lot of strong egos.
I think the biggest problem and the biggest test is going to be to see how much he can really get out of Carmelo. Essentially, his one true best friend in the NBA, who was like his actual rival who fell off.
Talk that Oak Hill St. Vincent St. Mary rivalry shit.
Bro, like this, not even that. That rookie season, Carmelo got robbed of his rookie MVP.
We talked about that.
He got robbed of before LeBron made it to a fucking finals, he already was in the Western Conference Finals.
What's good, Gerard?
Oh, you wild late.
Yo, you wild late. We been said what up to Gerard.
Oh shit, bro. I said what up to him. Fuck
yo. Moving on because we good. We good with Rondo.
Yeah, we good with that.
Lakers.
I was going to see that picture recreated.
We'll go more in detail with the NBA on the
Lakers top 3 seed.
We'll give predictions next podcast.
The West is too crazy just to predict. I was just saying with NFL, even if with NBA too, man, like these stacked team things is not always a guarantee, man.
NFL. Let's get right to it, man. Y'all look good apparently. Go ahead, West Side Arri. Go ahead, East Side Arri.
Fuck the Giants, first off, foremost. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the Eagles. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, why we get a straight? And I caught that straight.
You in the division. You in their division.
I caught that straight earlier, nigga. Don't think I didn't see that shit.
I know.
I caught that.
Send your ass to the Euro League with their ass.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cook in impunity out there. You feel me?
But what I can give the NFC East on the rating of what I feel their preseason and what their regular season will be.
Go ahead, let's hear it.
So I can give those titties 4 thumbs down.
Dead ass, bro.
Here here I am giving y'all credit, bro. My fantasy draft was yesterday. Do you want to know who I drafted second?
Cam Newton.
Tom Brady.
Oh, that got shit to do with the Patriots?
Tom Brady, but that's your man.
He is my man's.
I got
talking about the Patriots,
Lamar Jackson as my starting quarterbacks. I got Derrick Henry as my starting running back.
So you got two niggas you hate this like wholeheartedly on your team.
FTT, fuck the Titans, but I need this bread. So
it is fuck the Titans though too. Also,
that's right. You hear me, Jared? FTT all day.
For real.
You want to go? We can go one or two ways.
I'm always happy to see the Patriots beat the Giants in any facet or form. I don't give a fuck if it's an exhibition game.
Yo, I'm
gonna take all those wins.
Yo, real talk. One thing.
Rent free
about the Giants and the Patriots. Patriots was my secondary team growing up. I got mad family in New England, but Giants was always my go-to.
You see me? I was like, no, back to Umar.
The Giants winning their first Super Bowl, I was in Iraq. That shit was beautiful.
Liddy.
Wild hype, bro. Wild hype. Anyway, second time.
Bam. I cut school to go to the parade the first time.
Yo, second time.
Living out there.
I was married at the time. All my ex-wife's families from New England. They're all over at my house. They're all Patriots fans. I got my kids in my hand. I got my twins. Yo, that's a whole story for a different podcast. So I got my twins with me.
Post-production.
Oh, yeah. I got my twins with me. They're little babies. I'm fucking dying in their face, screaming like, let's fucking go. Let's go. Time right now with this shit. Yo, I got the super fresh fade. I'm brolic as shit, screaming with my kids in my hand, bro.
This is Deezus, Gino.
Bro, some wild fucking hilarious, bro. Mad people just sitting there, nothing but mad angry Connecticutans or whatever the fuck you call them, just looking at me like,
son, when the Eagles beat the Patriots, I cried like a baby.
Bro, but that I don't care about football. I still don't watch it. That was just
right. You know facts. Yeah, fuck that shit.
We can go one or two ways next topic. We could go one or two ways. We could do Mickey versus the Wu or Fat Joe fake paperwork.
Fat Joe fake paperwork first.
Fat Joe fake paperwork. All righty.
I mean, you see how he moved out of this shit, man. Like
let me give the people
a great talker.
Let me give the people some So a couple days ago, Star from
legend.
Shout out Star and Buckwild fame. You know, Miss Jones, all that shit.
If you don't know about Star from Star and Buckwild, he's one of the most hated people in all of radio, especially in New York.
And one of the most influential also.
Yeah, right, he's like Combat Jack level.
He's over Combat Jack. I love Combat Jack.
You think so?
I love Combat Jack. Star is a different animal, bro.
Listen, I'll put it like this. If I could describe Star as a professional wrestler, he would be New Jack.
New Jack in the Miz's body. The Miz's body.
This dude hates Jay-Z. He was on the radio calling him Cockafella and Gay-Z, flat out. Early mornings, wilding, playing fuck Jay-Z, all that shit. Like when people were censoring, just bleeping out the curse word, just no curse word, he was just dropping the up part. So like, fuck Jay-Z. Like clearly, that shit was hilarious, but you knew exactly what it was. Like he was beating the censors. Aaliyah passed. He was playing.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, he was wilding when he played the songs with the.
Bro, DJ Andy wanted to kill that nigga.
Yo, almost everyone who wasn't only Star Buckwild ended up staying in the studio because everyone else pretty much walked out.
And I ain't gonna lie, I didn't like that situation either. But I mean, it's still more shit that I still.
All of New York hated him for that. But
it was a nasty moment. It was.
That was just a highlight of the tip of the iceberg. That Star. He has plenty of enemies.
Well, this situation
are Howard Stern. If not, I don't like comparing them, to be honest. Though,
Howard Stern is very tame compared to him.
This situation will add to the jacket, so to speak. This situation will add to his jacket.
not really, because in this sense, he was more so just the messenger to the people.
I don't know, because the way it came out, it was him. He said, "Oh, I got this paperwork."
We know where it came from, though, bro.
He knows where it came from.
No, it's not he. We know where it came from.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? That's general knowledge of where it came from. That's what I'm saying. He's just the messenger.
But the fact that he kept saying Fat Joe is my man's.
That is his man's, but he still has to do his duty as
Arri,
a
if you're my
journalist.
guy, right? Am I gonna pull some paperwork on you?
No, bro.
No.
Once again, we're talking about Star, who he's been doing radio broadcasting.
That's your man.
Keyword, broadcasting in hip hop, whether it be mainstream, underground. He's on it.
That's your man's
though. He's that messenger to the people.
Can I?
If news come out like this,
I want to play mediator on this one, if I may. Hello? I think your viewpoint on this is kind of off. And you have to view it off the sense that while you two may be friends, you may give Arri the chance to refute it immediately and give him a heads up. Like, hey, I'm going to do this. I have to put this out because this came to me. And the person who came to me will go public if I don't go public. Right. So I'm going to put this out. I'm going to give you the heads up. So
matter of fact, y'all remember the movie? Y'all remember the movie Girls Trip with Regina King, Jada Pinkett Smith, Queen Latifah, all of them. Yeah, and remember in the story, she was about to expose the other people was going to expose her husband cheating, and she was like, "Yo, I got the story, but I wanted to come to you first."
Thank you, Gino. That's what I'm about to say. Like,
but that's what he's saying though. But the fact of the matter is, it's still going to go out regardless. That's the thing. It's going to go out regardless. I'm not the only blogger in hip hop game anymore. You got DJ Academics who is under these guys now. You got the fucking
Can we not mention that nigga? Fuck him.
But neither here nor there is a lot of niggas that come from under Star and do the same shit now. You know what I'm saying? So if it's not gonna be Star, it's gonna be somebody else. You got Say Cheese TV, bro. You got Say Cheese TV.
Star had it first though.
Wait, fellas. Let's pin cushion this part of the argument.
Okay. We got social media out here, so the news would have got out there regardless.
You still haven't fully explained what it is, Lil Soul.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, a couple of days ago, Star unveiled some paperwork that he said was given to him, implicating Fat Joe.
Cuban Links gave it to him, bro. Say who.
Cuban Links gave it to him. Like, and if you look at the paperwork, if you've seen paperwork, you know this shit is fake.
Oh yeah.
So Cuban Link is on IG still talking shit. So what Fat Joe did, he did, because Fat Joe has the IG live show that he does, which is great, big show. Great show. And he addressed it there for like an hour, just talking.
Not even though. Let's keep it talk. No, he was just talking about other shit in that video. He kept that little part very
he addressed
it very like short and sweet. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much saying, y'all know who I am. Y'all know the moves I made in these streets. If you see, you know what I'm saying, the guys that are with me to this day, you see how they looking. They looking good. They moving good. They healthy. All that stuff. Whoop de whoop. You see the guys who were moving with me back then and who aren't with me now, and how they're moving. And he was saying that there's a lot of guys that are hating. They seen him on his birthday, looking amazing.
Thank you. That's another thing too.
And no, I'm just saying this is what he's saying. I'm not agreeing or not. I'm disagreeing. Well, no,
Sean had said that he was the most honorable, and I think that's what triggered the Cuban Link shit. Because when somebody honorable means you can hold water in a sense. You know what I'm saying? In street terms, you can hold water. Cuban Link is trying to find that chink in the armor. When Sean Poe, and you niggas know about Sean, when Sean Poe is telling you are the most honorable, that means something.
I want to point this out. Cuban Links has massive hatred towards Fat Joe.
Yes, that's why I wanted to make. That's why I wanted to make sure that was known.
It's personal shit.
A major part of the reason was Fat Joe essentially killed Cuban Link's whole push. His whole album got fucking shelved. Everything, pretty much. Fat Pun was grooming both of them at the same time. Fat Pun passed, everything fell to Fat Joe. Fat Joe essentially was like, nah, and then ran forward with his version.
And I think he said in that video that he never liked Cuban Link, so it's not like he was hating on him back then. He just never liked the nigga. So if I don't like you, why the fuck am I gonna sit there and put money into you? If I don't like you, I mean, I can see. I just keeping it tall as a human being. You know what I'm saying? If I don't fuck with you, why would I put energy into you?
Fat Joe also, though, according to Cuban Links, Fat Joe purposely sabotaged his album and held it and kept it from being released.
Yeah, I mean, niggas forget Benicio Mami. Come on now, Flowers for the Dead.
I remember Cuban Links from back in the day. Like I remember his build up.
His build up.
the thing is, like, to keep it a buck, Cuban Links has every reason to be mad at Fat Joe.
He does.
Where it's even if you don't like me, stopping me from getting my money is showing that you hate me. That's a different action.
To drag your name in the dirt, though,
bro. You stopped me from making millions.
That's why I feel like a little bit of me out, because I always feel like there's always a rhyme to a reason. No nigga is literally about to go that hard. Where let's keep it tall. Joe was like, he had his build, he had his come up, John Blaze era, all of that such. He was bubbling. Then Fat Joe came into the picture and he fell back. So no niggas wasn't really looking for Joe for the rhymes or as an elite MC in that time. Nothing of that nature.
Was it?
Can y'all educate me real quick?
I think that was like that year or two after Pun passed, I believe, right?
No, the second one.
Can y'all educate me real quick? Who was under who?
What do you mean who was under?
Who was Joe under Pun or was
Pun was under Joe?
No, other way around.
You sure about that? Because I could have swore Pun found Joe. I mean, Joe found Pun.
Pun was that nigga. Joe was.
I get that nigga, but who found who?
Who found? That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, who found? Like, who was under?
Yeah, Joe found Pun.
Because if it's Joe under Pun,
yeah, I remember Pun. I mean, Joe was already dropping music before Pun was even out.
The ITC.
He was discovered by him.
The ITC, man. Lord
yeah, I think I had one of them Fat Joe tapes. Fuck, bro. Which one was that? I think it was like standing on like a mountain or some shit like they had like
Fat Joe the Gangster. Fat Joe the Gangster.
Yep. But no, neither here nor there. Gino,
and Gino is right. If it's Joe that is overseeing all of that, then Cuban Link kinda has a case. Because I do agree. I do agree with what Gino is saying, where it's like, yo, neither if you don't like me or not, but business is business. You know what I'm saying? This is something you shouldn't just do as a businessman. You know what I'm saying? But we talk about some petty New York niggas at the end of the day. And talking about the 90s that where it's super petty. Niggas be able to move how they move with their money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Nobody gonna really bat an eye. Like, you know what I'm saying? 90s record label shit was a nasty era. It was a nasty era. So just like Cuban Links has every right to feel how he feels. But you can't be mad at a nigga. If you know the nigga don't like you, you know what I'm saying? Don't be looking for any type of like silver lining in this shit.
Y'all ever notice that Cuban Link has a scar on his face?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk too much, but like that has something to do with the hatred too. Let's just say that.
I don't want to talk to you, but you like the niggas gonna come and find you.
Yeah, Sue. They know where I live.
But man,
Cuban thinks that Joe has something to do with the scar on his face. So.
I can understand that. I mean, shoot, like we know Joe was a stepper, bro. He was a stepper.
Which is why this paperwork kind of
tell him to like not feel that way, but I ain't gonna sit there and say that Joe did it either. You know what I'm saying?
And he's in Hermès.
Right. But just going off of like the little video that Joe had, I think he was explaining the video about how this one kid, he had to talk this kid out of pretty much, you know what I'm saying, killing him. I guess somebody.
Oh, yep. I remember that.
And he was pretty much saying, like, yo, you kill me. You know what I'm saying?
You'll be dead by tomorrow.
This person died, this, this. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't that. Yo, Fat Joe definitely, he always finds a way to explain that he definitely had pull back then.
Fat Joe always had pull, though. Fat Joe's,
right.
Like, no funny, Fat Joe's never been.
Bro,
I never remember nobody really fucking with Fat Joe until 50 did.
Well, no, and even then, when 50 and Fat Joe were beefing, it was known to everybody. 50 might have the industry, but Joe got the streets. Terror Squad had the streets during that.
I put like this, like
I remember just
at the height of reggaeton, like every Puerto Rican Dominican wilding.
That talk about shit. Rikers when Rikers was still like popular and mainstream, like that era. We had fucking Pistol Pete around, fucking what's the one nigga from the video? It's like the short, kind of fat, look like fucking what's the dude name? The Gabriel Iglesias. He looked like a thugged out version of him.
Fluffy?
I think. No. I think that's his name.
This nigga called Fat Joe Fluffy. I hate
No. I'm saying the dudes that were around in Terror Squad during that time, like when they had just like niggas coming home, like straight from home and putting these niggas in videos and yeah, like that's what I'm saying. I always know Joe was definitely official tissue nigga, had official tissue niggas with him.
You peep what he said in the video about Tony Sunshine? He was like, yo, Tony Sunshine had his issues with me, and now look at Tony Sunshine. Rolexes, he's living. That's why
I was like,
Remy had her issues with Joe. Now look at Remy. Living.
Well, that was because Papoose went and fucked up that Joe.
I hit him with the bat. Remember that shit?
Papoose played Papoose. Yo, speaking of I got my wave for the week, by the way.
We gonna play a fair one.
When I play my song, you can be like, oh shit.
Papoose. All right, man. Speaking of Papoose and old school New York, Mickey Fax versus the Wu-Tang. Now, let me give y'all some background.
It's really Nori versus the Wu-Tang also.
That too. Mickey Fax was on Drink Champs. I think it was the same episode Arri was referencing a couple episodes ago. Where it was Mickey Fax, Asher Roth, and Blue. I don't know where they found Blue. Anyway, Mickey Fax was off the Henny. Mickey Fax was off the Henny, and they were talking about the whole thing with Joe Budden about how Mickey Fax was there and all that. Mind you, this is the most ironic part about it. You're talking about how what you did triggered one of the Wu-Tang niggas to almost put hands on you. And immediately after that, you do something to trigger one of the Wu-Tang niggas again, and now they wanted to put hands on you. So Nori was like, yo, you didn't disrespect one of the underling niggas, right? Like Shaheem or one of them, right? And he was like, nah. Immediately after that drop, Shaheem got on IG Live and was like, yo, basically saying like, yo, you gotta apologize. We don't play that.
Don't call me
play that shit. Don't quote me. Also, when Mickey Fax sent out his apology, Shaheem responded and was like, nah, what you need to worry about is financial compensation for defaming our name.
Nah.
I think that's a little much, but it's old New York.
That's no offense. Shit like that is why niggas like that get called flunkies. And nigga, you about to sue a nigga because you got called out your name in New York City. You're going to sue a nigga because you got called out your name.
What does New York have to do with it?
Talk about one of the meccas of niggas getting snapped on, roasting niggas, all of that. You can handle yourself as a grown ass man getting called that you want to sue this nigga for money. Is a sad fucking case.
Well, I don't think it's sue. I think it's more so like hold this nigga up.
When I hear financial compensation,
I don't think you understand. Like, Wu-Tang's not taking this support. They're talking about extorting this nigga.
Yeah,
you're not gonna be safe in New York.
The nigga only has what $6.30 in his account.
Don't matter. They'll take all of that.
Hey man, they'll take all of that.
It's not about the fucking value.
Hey, Mickey, this is where you better show if you're a real Bronx nigga or not.
Hey, yo, Mickey, start checking them boxes, or they gonna be checking yours.
I'll be real. Just don't go to Shaolin. Niggas don't go out. I mean, them niggas leave fucking Shaolin, but
they leave Shaolin. Shaheem was in the video. Shaheem was in the Bronx.
That means that nigga was driving around like, yo, I'm just letting you know.
That's that when I can look for you just to look for you shit, my nigga.
Yeah.
So Nori put out a video.
Niggas looking for you in New York City. He got time.
It's scary. Because New York is huge.
He has time.
Nah, there's really not. A lot of niggas.
It's not. I mean, obviously, you know your way around shit.
Bro, I'll be real.
The nigga got time to go up these blocks, spin the block all day. Looking for a nigga. Got time.
Once you reach a certain level of fame, you're not that hard to find.
Okay, I give you that. Like, I give you that. I'm literally thinking regular hood nigga level.
Like I'm gonna be honest. You can walk down in the Lower East Side, Lower Manhattan, and see famous people all fucking day. It's so common in New York. Like, bro, when I grew up, Jay-Z was on State Street, Foxy was on Dean Street, Spike Lee was like 3 blocks behind where Jay-Z lived.
All them niggas live in Miami and
like, bro, like my
now.
walking around, I would see famous people as a kid all the time.
Ain't that shit? That shit does not happen no more.
No, it happens all the time. Still in that same neighborhood because where I live, that's where they built the Barclays. So I used to live like
say less. We was in your hood then. Yeah, when I was in Brooklyn, I was in your hood. Yeah.
Man, so Gino said he's from the gentrified part of Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, my neighborhood.
No, it's different. It's a different because I'm part of that also. When you're in the hood, when it's getting gentrified, it's a difference. Like you literally see like once you start seeing like a group of white kids start like jogging up the street and shit safely.
Everybody moves out.
Safely, my nigga.
Who put this Whole Foods here?
That's what I'm saying. It's not even a Whole Foods. For me, the Whole Foods is like what about 2-3 miles up the road? Like it's just we live in the college
district. We just have a Wegmans. Fuck that.
We have a Wegmans, Whole Foods, Lexington Corp. We got all these. All what you need, baby.
But my point being,
that neighborhood, a weak ass Costco.
When they got gentrified, it got gentrified. But like New York isn't one of those cities where you can be famous and be obscure. But you can't be famous and be hidden. Like New Yorkers just don't give a fuck about you.
Arri, what the nigga from Money and Violence said? New York is small and the streets are even smaller.
Yeah, it's really like you famous, yo, bro. I've been at a bar with Jonah Hill hitting on a bitch, and it's just like, yo, my man, come on, stop being creepy.
He was Ben Roethlisberger in that.
Like, yo, miss, can I get my drink? Thank you. Like, yo, chill out.
Big Ben in it?
I feel every time I think of Jonah Hill in the club, I think of Wolf on Wall Street when the nigga, you want to do crack, bro?
Go out and you drink and you see famous people and don't care. Like regular New Yorkers don't care. It's a lot of talk. Oh my god, is that Keanu Reeves? Where everyone else.
I think the beef might be squashed though.
I think Nori, I'm sorry, go ahead, little partner.
Nori, I guess him and Shaheem, I guess had a conversation because we're gonna touch on it later. But Hov had his 40 anniversary party. Everybody was there. I guess Nori saw Shaheem there, and they had a talk. And I guess now Shaheem is gonna pull up to Drink Champs, and they're gonna have a public squashing.
That's perfect. That's the best way to deal with
it. Thank you. That's.
Oh, you're thinking about like moral man shit. No, that's just good ratings.
No. Let me go ahead, G. What I meant was that's the perfect way to deal with it. Rising tide raises all boats.
No, I agree with that. With that. But this is definitely
the beef with the real, and you already squashed it. And now it's like, well, we can have this public conversation about stuff that we already established on your platform. People are gonna now be like, well, who the fuck is this guy Raheem? I've never heard of. Let me go look up into this back stuff.
That's if they're fans, if they're a fan of the Drink Champs platform, other than you gotta think about it with podcasts, sometimes they be a fan, you could be a fan. Like I think I was saying yesterday with Adam 22. I don't watch his podcast for his platform. I watch if it's somebody that I personally follow and I just like watching their interviews, then I'll watch that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when I say that with Drink Champs, so
I wouldn't say
like with my 09 freshman class. I haven't watched Drink Champs like that in a while, but when I seen that they were on there, I'm gonna go to it. So for guys that probably don't know Shaheem like that, like
they just had Game Grease on there
like that. If I would have just seen it on my YouTube feed, I probably would have went past it. But never knowing the situation with it,
views
I'm on it, and I think this is going to be for that hip hop section. Where we for the rappy rap guys, the guys that like the underground shit, old school, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's not backpackers, bro.
Yeah, I don't really consider it backpack. When I think of backpack, I think of motherfuckers like Mos Def. I think of like
whoa.
No, wait, we got it. Think of ciphers. Hold on. When you think of ciphers and the guy with the hat, Mos Def wore that hat.
Mos Def wasn't a backpacker, but he wasn't a backpacker.
He did wear that hat.
He embodies a backpacker in the 2000s. Yes, he does.
Oh, bro, listen.
No,
Black Star. No, Gino. Black Star was a backpacker group.
Bro, Black Star was Black Soul, bro.
It was.
I don't view.
You don't sit here and tell me that Mos Def is a rappity rap nigga, bro.
We agree to disagree. I'm not gonna hold.
I'm not disagreeing with the saying.
It's gonna be a Lupe conversation. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not
mad at that either, though, bro. Listen, G. Trust me, you know I'm neo soul through and through. Look at the necklace. I'm saying
I'm not gonna do this.
Yo, he got the loaded looks.
But when I see, yo, no, I found it at the Funk Fest, bro.
Yo, he got the Akuma.
Thanks. But so when I see videos of like, I forgot what video it was. It was just like a random video of I think Mos Def just going on like a random cipher of just some random niggas and just jumping in the joint. Rap, and we already know he is a rap connoisseur. He loves rap through and through.
Right.
But when you see shit like that, when you just see a famous ass rapper just coming to a bunch of random guys for the love of rap, all those guys back there were getting called backpack rappers.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
Most def backpack rap. No, it.
I'm just saying with the words.
So speaking of the
backpackers were guys who were quote unquote going all the boom bap rap styles and all of that such. Whoop de whoop. They wore that, all of that. It was a label. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that Mos Def kind of fit that label back early in the day.
He had the hat.
The label you're talking about is with Ruckus Records. Right.
Ruckus Records!
Hey, hold on. That low key was the home of the backpack.
Let's go down the hole. Let's go down the fucking hole. All right, listen. Talib Kweli, right, wasn't a backpack rapper. Mos Def was not a backpack rapper. Now, listen. Hold on. And if you listen to this shit, a lot of this shit was strictly urban soul.
No, I go.
Wait. Hold on. Wait, please.
I'm just saying I feel you.
I'll let y'all get y'all bars off. I interrupt, even though I wanted to. But y'all bought this out. Y'all gotta get this.
I got you. Say less.
So listen. Let's see what
this nigga about to do.
Get my boy the solo.
There you go.
Ninja soapbox, brother.
Don't gotta do all that.
I got you.
But so my point being is backpackers adopted their music, but their music wasn't them. It wasn't for them. Kanye was the original backpack rapper.
He was right after Mos Def in the same Mos Def, Talib.
Hold on.
This nigga with a bands in a backpack. Said in the song.
Have you ever heard New Danger? Right.
Ooh. That's where I feel.
Wait. Hold on.
I felt he's backpacking after that, but go ahead.
Have you ever heard the New Danger? New Danger is Kanye's Yeezus album. Essentially, that's the album.
Sonically.
Yeah. That's the album Kanye wanted to make. If you hear it, and you hear all the from the rock influences to the heavy actual jazz influences, from him just saying fucking auto tunes, fuck everything. I'm just doing vocals the way my vocals are, and going forward like that. And you got a very, very raw performance. You realize it wasn't backpack rap he was doing. A lot of the stuff he was doing was soul reminiscent, where it was bringing back classical sounds, and as far as classical to African American culture, and bringing them in alive. Because on almost all of the album, he was rapping consistent, bodying tracks. When you hear New Danger, he's not rapping. And New Danger came out in like 2006, 7. Because I remember bumping that, like that was that and Pharaoh.
It was the boom, 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 boom.
Pharaoh Monch is backpack.
And Desire. I was bumping that in Iraq. I was bumping those two albums in Iraq.
Bell the Funky Homo Sapien is backpack.
So, but when you say that though, I like you said, New Danger. For me personally, felt New Danger was him separating himself from like that backpacker titling. Maybe he felt he was or not, but that title I felt was put on the guys like the Pharaoh Monches, the Commons, the what we would call neo soul rap to the mainstream, or
you consider Black on Both Sides backpack albums
like that, huh? Like sound bombing. When you think of sound bombing from Rockets, that is a backpacking album. That's for your backpack fans. Boom bap raps. I mean, when you think of Rockets record, the beats that they gave you, it was going back to that boom bap style. Now for us today, we wouldn't call West Side Gun and them niggas backpack rappers. We would just call it like boom bap. But
boom bap.
But see, that's what I'm saying. When you had guys who were remember 97. That was a move away from the boom bap sounds. That's why they say shiny suit music, all of that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? They were moving away from the boom bap sounds. So when you had guys like Rockets Records who were keeping that sound alive in the quote unquote underground, who were the most of your fans in the underground? the quote unquote
shout out Rockets Records. Shout out Duck Down Records.
Would you consider M1 a backpack rapper?
Yes, I do.
Early M. All
right, so then we're not even gonna go further then.
That's why I said that specific period. That's why I felt that specific period.
Disagree.
All right, so next topic, Hov 40 anniversary. A lot of people was there. You got Sean Poe and Hov together. What a great sight. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga looked like my fucking old manager from McDonald's.
Yo, I gotta send you this video.
Benny, he had Benny there. He had
shout out to the town. Shout out to the town.
Buttons was there mooching, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get that
shout out to Joe Budden.
You got the people Benny.
As a nigga who loves Snow Allegra wholeheartedly.
Oh my God.
I commend him. I don't hate.
Did you see the tweet?
He made that move because if I'm in that same room with Snow, I don't give a fuck what other woman is in that room. That's the only woman in the room, and I'm putting my focus on that. Shout out to Joe for fulfilling his dreams.
So I run into Joe Budden.
Can I read this? I'll read it.
Yes, sir.
So I ran into Joe Budden, and I speak. Yo, you got this. Is how she speak, bro. She has that sexy ass Swedish voice. I don't know, bro. It's only way I gotta read it in her voice. So I ran into Joe Budden. Okay, maybe I can't do it. So I run
into Joe Budden.
So I ran into Joe Budden, and I speak to him for 10 seconds at an event. A pic was taken, and now people say we're dating. You guys are insane. This is Joe Budden's fault.
This is Joe Budden's fault.
This is like,
and the pick in question.
Joe Budden is Doug.
Nigga, look at that picture.
Yo, mad people saying like this nigga probably smell like Newports, but this is literally what Joe Budden did. Is literally what was Shorty name from Doug? Her name was
Patty.
I was about to say Penny, but that is literally what Joe Budden did for his fans. Is pretty much visualize Snow Allegra how Doug visualized Patty in the show. Like, so when it happened, we were all like, yeah, like,
Shorty,
it's finally happening, not knowing it was not that at all.
I don't blame Joe Budden.
Shout out to Joe Budden for fulfilling his dream for 10 seconds. Shout out to that man.
At the 40 Club anniversary, though, like, come on, Joe.
Nah, man.
My nigga.
I give my man his applause, man.
Shoot.
You feel me?
LFG, Kobe meme, god damn it.
Yo, let's fucking go, bro.
Let's fucking go.
I was happy, like I said, man, seeing got my man like Benny in there, man. Like you're saying, we was talking with my cousins last night, man. Shout out to my cousins from the city, but from here, but they down in Atlanta now. But just saying where Buffalo comes from, we was talking about seeing our guys going on spring bling freestyles and knowing they're going to get smoked, and going from that to seeing guys like Benny shaking hands or shaking and rubbing shoulders with the guys that they are in these rooms, or Conway with Eminem, West at the Donda event with Ye, shit like that. It's just so crazy to see the turnaround, bro.
Buffalo was Rick James.
Bro, a lot of them, like, that was the older generation, though. The new generation didn't have nobody, bro.
Damn, that's a crazy gap, though. From Rick James to Griselda, that's a crazy
big fucking gap. Only thing you think you gotta read. But go ahead.
I was gonna say, while that
some people didn't. They didn't claim Buffalo. Like Brian McKnight wasn't trying to claim Buffalo.
Black Rob
wasn't trying to claim Buffalo. Like, there's a lot of people that weren't trying to claim the city. So that's why when I seen Beth Phoenix for the first time, and she said, "Hell, from Buffalo, New York," and I was like, "Say fucking less. You got a fan." You know what I'm saying? When I see the Butcher and the Blade, say fucking less.
Look at the bar. Look at the bar, though. Beth Phoenix.
Oh, hell, hold on. What you mean? She's a Hall of Famer. She's
I get it. Like, that's like me saying, "Yo, ain't nobody repping Mass right. Let me go." Joyner Lucas is from Worcester. Let's fucking go.
Well, I just said Buffalo. I didn't say that. I said where I'm from. She's from Buffalo.
At that time when she first came out, it was literally the Divas Championship era for women. And
she gave the whooping ass. Like how Buffalo
she had what was her special? She would lift the bitch up like
the glam. Shout out to Edge bringing that back at SummerSlam too. But seeing like her, but even before her, a lot of people don't even think about it. But Mikey Ripwreck is from the town. You know what I'm saying?
It's Mikey Whipwreck.
Hey, he's an ECW legend. You're not doing that.
You named a lot of niggas, and all I was gonna say was, look, when it comes to Buffalo, when it comes to a lot of these places, when you're from New York State, eyes are on you in a different manner. And when you're not from the city, the minute you say I'm from New York, people instantly assume you're from the city and run with that.
Yeah,
and a lot of people.
I've gotten that too, and I just be like, you gotta be specific.
That's the problem with that was the problem with Buffalonians. You had that, but you have some of the guys from the older era they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'm from New York City," and fake it and shit. But then you had that next era that came in that was actually proud of the city and seeing how much, like, no offense, I mean, obviously y'all my niggas, but niggas from the city did like look down upon niggas from Buffalo.
I'll be real.
I only look down at y'all pizza. Only y'all pizza. That's it.
I'll be real. Like
neither here nor there, but we had to hold our own.
My travels dealing with the niggas from just upstate in general. There's a certain level of like almost every nigga I met from Buffalo always claim Buffalo right away. Oh, I'm from New York. Where part? Buffalo, nigga.
Facts.
Be proud of where you're from.
I fucks with it.
Be proud of where you're from.
Loyal to your soil is cool. But then I have niggas who be like, oh, I'm from New York. And they'll funk like they from the city. And
faking the accent and everything, though, bro. Faking accent.
They're from Sheepheads Bay.
Not even, bro.
They're from Buffalo.
They not even. They be from like Ithaca. They be from like Troy.
Oh, that shit. Endicott or
they be something like
Utica or some shit.
No, like bro. Why you not claiming your city? Claim your city. Like I made fun of one of my boys from being from Niagara Falls. Call him Southern Canadian.
Southern Canadian. Arri, I think you're Southern Canadian too, then.
But he claimed
right there.
I keep it a buck. He rep his city.
I am Southern Canadian. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, you know that's why me and Kenny close like that.
So our changing. I feel like the rest of this pod we can dedicate.
Everybody
all this music. All this music that came out this weekend. Let's get into it.
All right,
where you guys want to start off?
Donda. I feel like
some a demon, nigga.
Donda. You say Donda 3 times. Selena Johnson comes and sings you to sleep.
I think I'm gonna have the most between the two of y'all, and I think you two are gonna be more on the same page.
Nah, I'm not sure.
I got a couple different takes with this joke, but go ahead.
I didn't like it.
We had the same take.
Okay. I like the song with Jay-Z, but
I like the Griselda song. Surprise.
I honestly felt like this was a very Christian rap-esque album, and this wasn't what I wanted. And I'm comfortable saying this album wasn't for me. Yeah, it wasn't for me. I get niggas that would like it, but it was like, yo, I'm not gonna listen to Negro spirituals at this point in my life.
Yeah, they was playing this shit on the plantation, turning that shit off.
Go
to sleep. I think I'll go to sleep to this song.
For me, I gave it a listen just because we have to recap it. So I listened to it off the strength of what I mean. We gotta listen to it. Mm-hmm. Fam, that shit is 27 songs long. I believe if you make it through the first half of the album, you qualify for PTO.
Wait. I'm gonna say this because like the song, like that type of quality, like that level of music, I was happy with the fact that it was like, oh, this is an album. This is what I wanted from Kanye. Like, yo, if you're gonna take time off to make music, give me all the music you've been making. Don't, especially in this digital age. Like, I'm tired of people saying like, all right, well, I got 12 songs. I'm just gonna put this out, and then I'm gonna go.
To his credit, sonically, it sounds amazing.
Right, I'm not.
Production-wise, it sounds amazing.
Like acoustically, the music, the beats, everything, the flows, I loved it. It's just
not for me.
It's just the content. The content I wasn't there for.
I'm not mad at that. The Christian rap album, I'm a little I can disagree a little bit. I look at more so because I'd say you got Christian artists where you got, I say what you'll see is like the old Negro spirituals, which is like you say coming from Haley Jacksons to your Donnie McClurkins, all of that shit, whoop de whoop.
Never would have made it.
I wouldn't even call those aren't Negro spirituals, those gospel.
But that's what you were saying. Gospel
what's the fat dude name, my man? Sap.
That's what you were saying. Kind of gospel was, but that's another.
No. We could go back. I'll pull up direct quotes for this one. But go on.
But neither here nor there. When I look at guys like Lecrae, do I listen to him like that? No, he's not really in my spins like that. But when I do hear a song from him, do I instantly think of Christian rap? No, not really. I just think of it as literally probably the most vulnerable sense of like not the most vulnerable, well, and close to it, but just a more vulnerable, you know what I'm saying, content of rap. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If we wouldn't say that when DMX, you know what I'm saying, have songs where he's talking about God or speaking his talks with God or any of that nature, I don't look at that as Christian rap. I just look at him more in touch with his, you know what I'm saying, his spirituality, his creator, his higher being or that nature. You know what I'm saying? Now, you got, you know what I'm saying, in this album with Donda, you got him speaking on things like that. You got him speaking on his money. You got him speaking on his place in the rap game. It's so many things within it where I don't think it's just a Christian rap album. You know what I'm saying? It just happened to be this nigga just is, you know what I'm saying, he's not the Ye of 2010. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I miss.
But we say, but Jay-Z quote, you already know the Jay-Z quote. We not, you know what I'm saying?
I just want to point out, I said Negro spirituals ain't gospel. That was the first escape music.
Negro spirituals
ain't gospel. Let me give credit.
That's why I said. Hey, what's up, Andy? For watching from New Zealand. Thank you very much.
Let me give credit where it's due.
Hey, what's good? That's fire.
That's my nigga. That's my nigga. He from the group chat. Shout out, you know what I mean?
Hey, man, let us act like niggas in New Zealand, man. Shut the fuck up.
Let me give credit where
I don't know him right now.
Fabio snapped. The features.
Yes.
Fabio snapped.
I would say Off the Grid is definitely one of the highlights of this album, and it's literally because of Fabio's.
And Fabio said Kanye is producing his entire album.
One song don't save 26.
No, I feel you, but like that's my standalone.
No. That's not. I got more.
Okay,
but it's not more. It's what I'm like. I don't like. Getting into it. I mean, I was happy, low key. I was happy that they put Jail, the original Jail, on the album before. Cause I showed y'all in the chat that they updated it today. They put all the original, all the remakes.
So Chris Brown's on the album now.
Well, Chris Brown was already on there.
So we got
the Jail with. Well, I guess I'm not sure. We got Jail with the baby on there. We got the OK part 2. They got them all at the end of it to say part 2. But neither here nor there though. I was still happy that because a lot of people were mad that they took Hov off, knowing that we was getting Watch the Thrones back, knowing their whole little situation and the verse being taken off was kind of like, what the fuck? Happy that they got it back on there.
I was about to say I listened to it and heard it with the whole verse.
Right. That's what I was like. I was happy that we got that back on there.
That verse was snapping.
I will say, coming off this album, I need to listen to some more Vori. Vori shined a lot on them hooks on this album. Vori was on, if you remember the God Breathed record, like at the end of the joint, he kind of, I can't really pinpoint who he sounds like, but
he sounds like Jeremiah to me.
Yeah, he kind of sounds like Jeremiah a little bit.
Especially on I thought it was Jeremiah.
A little pitch.
That's a compliment.
That's a great compliment. But it's just a little pitch deeper. That he sounds like. I
want to hear somebody who sounds like somebody else.
I mean, it's a lot of people that sound like people, a lot of the same people.
I'd rather hear the person who sound like.
Don't you listen?
Ari, did you like the structuring? Did you guys like the structuring of how it was? Did it feel cluttered? Because for me, I think that's what turned me off at first. It felt too cluttered. 27 songs. I get you got to get your bread, your streaming bread, but 27 songs is hard to sequence.
Before it even after it came out, I was looking at it and I was like, this don't even sound cohesive. Like
it's a bit erratic. It
don't sound like it all flow together and shit. Like I was like, if they really put it out without him knowing, they just put the shit together like that.
I will say personally though, I think ever since was it not? I won't say not 808s and Heartbreak, but more so after My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I don't think he really goes that deep into sequencing like that. Because you really think about My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's really where I think that's where he really went erratic. But I feel that it started really seeing it for me with Dark Twisted Fantasy because you had songs like
that was a very well sequenced album.
Yeah, that's his best. That's one of his best albums, bro. Real shit.
I'm not saying I'm not saying that it's bad or not. I'm just saying the sense of song placement in a sense. But okay, you could. I'll take that one.
I'll say his best.
I'll say starting with Pablo. But Pablo is the worst sequence.
Jesus was sequenced just fine.
Yeah, okay. Then I'll say Pablo.
Jesus was a bad album to me.
I like parts of Jesus. I don't like parts of Jesus. That's neither here nor there.
No, I'm able to accept like that's. But when I say bad album, I mean a bad album for me, not like I've come to terms to accept like certain albums just aren't for me. And it's okay. I'm not that target.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It's not because that's. I don't listen to Yeezus. Yeezus is not in my spins like where I'll just go like, man, I need to listen to Yeezus. But when I was listening to it, I like what I like from it. I disliked what I disliked from it, and that was it.
Like it was pretty much since
Four is way better.
Since Fantasy, I haven't heard any Kanye album where I was like, oh yeah, this album is heat.
Agreed. I mean, only thing the closest for me is
a replay. Like I'm comfortable listening to this once and shelving.
Yeah, I would say the closest for me is the Kids See Ghost album.
Like, I think after Dark Fantasy, Gino's point is true. After Dark Fantasy, you don't hear niggas saying, yo, this Kanye heat. This Kanye rocking the whip.
I've heard mad
it's literally mixed reviews.
I've heard wild niggas suck Kanye being like Kanye is the greatest musical genius, this, that, and the fifth. And
because they're fans.
This way did you listen to when he did? Like it should be this many Easter eggs.
And it's like real talk. I kind of try to tell people when your music becomes so selective that you have such a fragmented and tiny fan base. It's okay to acknowledge you're the vocal minority, and that's okay. People en masse like old Kanye, and that's all right. People love to say like, "Oh, Kanye has this massive influence in music." He did.
But G, you got a lot of these fans who are fans post My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and know that style of Ye
right, and
that's now, and they're looking at the end goal for us.
Also, that Ye Dark Fantasy Ye was rapping,
but what we saying
wasn't rapping.
We seen the
that was pinnacle. That was Kanye being on par with like being Rick Ross was a form on Devil in a New Dress. And
one of his best verses.
He was holding his own clean. 808s and Heartbreaks, he was holding his own with Wayne on Barry Bonds.
Yes.
And I was very surprised he actually did that. Jeezy, he couldn't keep up with Jeezy. Jeezy snapped on Amazing.
But Put On is a different story. Put On's a different story.
He rapped on Barry.
Easy got him on Put On. But what I was saying though, like you said, but keyword did you put pinnacle for us was that My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy because we started from College Dropout and it was the series College Dropout, you know what I'm saying, Late Registration, Graduation, and we thought, okay, what was next after this?
Good
what could possibly do after this?
Heartbreak was a fire album.
Facts. So man. Matter of fact, and I'll take that one. But a lot of his fans started from My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Let's say it starts from 808s and Heartbreak, because that's where you get a lot of the more so
we got Bauer in the
younger
building.
fans.
We got fucking Spider here.
Bauer in the building. Oh,
hey, what's good, Bauer?
Yo,
man, we gotta bring him. We gotta bring him here, like with the delocated mask on here one of these days,
Bauer,
bro.
That's a OG.
That's big facts. That's my buck, bro, right there. Big Too Sweet to my boy. Big facts. But yo, real talk, man. Like I said, seeing that and going 808s Heartbreak. A lot of people finding a lot of new people. I would say younger kids. Probably like I would say for me, I was a fan of Ye in elementary school, but you had a lot of people becoming fans of him in high school, where they're able to start analyzing music then, and now what they see as his style now of just being this grandiose, like, you know what I'm saying, electronic, so many different sounds type of thing, whatever. When they see him, you know what I'm saying, experimenting still to this day, and it's a bad experiment, they'll find a way to try to say, no, this experiment is good because of this, went this way, and he put this effort into this, he had this guy in the studio, this, and this. Okay, I'm glad that all of these things got into this whole science project, but that don't mean that he got an A+ on it. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that at all. Like, I'm glad the work that he puts into his albums is amazing, but that don't mean that the end goal is what some people still want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been saying, Kanye has just been following the waves. He's not the wave anymore, in my opinion.
He ain't the wave of the week.
Hold on, let me just finish real quick. When he was coming in, you gotta think he was soul music persona. He came in as a soul, like he was doing soul beats. He was rocking with soul artists. That was his guys. You know what I'm saying? Starts good music. The guys he's first guy he like heavily promotes. Common B album goes crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's the guy he's using as him and John Legend. Those are his faces of the label right there for this era of music, right? Move on from there. We go into the blog era, the Wizzes, the Drakes, all of these guys, right? Big Sean's, and he brings in Big Sean to be his face of the blog era for good music. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I felt he was. Yeah, you could say that, but Cudi moved on his own drum. He didn't really need Ye for much. Am I wrong in that? I don't think he really needed Ye. When I say what Kendrick was to Dre, how Kendrick came with his following already there, so he didn't really have. You didn't have to really do too much to work with this to groom him. You didn't have to do that with Cudi. Big Sean, he literally, you know what I'm saying, got him out the radio station, and you know what I'm saying, signed him, and then built them up from there. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
And then you think about the blog era, from the fashion, the styles, you know what I'm saying, all of the things like Big Sean embodied that.
He had other niggas. He had Pusha there too.
Not yet.
Pusha came.
He didn't sign Pusha and Sean.
No. Pusha came after Sean. Pusha came, I think.
Pusha came in after remember Sean and they came. Sean and Cudi came in the 808s and Heartbreak era.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but either here or there, he moves on. I won't say move on from Sean, but I think this one kind of he starts coming back out on doing his own thing. Now with the sound that's out now, he wants to bring in all of the hot artists that are just hot now. So I'm gonna bring in the Little Babies. I'm gonna bring in the Baby. I'm gonna bring in Playboy Cardi. I'm gonna bring in the Week. I'm gonna bring in all of these, you know what I'm saying, different sounds. Chance the Rapper. I'm gonna bring in all of these different Little Durk. Everybody, even before that, let's say the Chicago buildup, the Chicago Rising. He got right in on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get with Chief Keef and Chance the Rapper. You would have thought he was ready to sign those two niggas the way he was all over them niggas. You know what I'm saying? That goes, that moves on, and I think we see Kanye where he's at now, where he's meshing with all of the different hot artists that you see now.
Doesn't like every rapper head of a label do that?
I don't see Jeezy doing that.
I mean, certain ones.
Nah, yeah.
No. Don't do that. You can't do that.
Jeezy tried.
But you just said all, then you go to certain. You can't do that. Which is it? All or certain?
Yeah, but that's the problem when you have a rapper label head.
Not really, because
yes, it is.
But no, that wasn't my point. I didn't say about success of an artist under their label. I'm talking about Kanye picking up on whatever sound is hot right now.
Your point.
I'm not talking about the success or nothing like that.
Sean and Pusha and Common were eating under Ye. Still eating under Ye.
B went crazy.
Daytona went crazy. All of Big Sean's joints went like they're eating under Ye. So that rapper label head theory. No,
but I'll give you this. I give you because you can say guys like Consequence. What happened with Consequence? What happened with GLC? What happened with Really Though?
That's beyond Kanye's control. If you
they were signed under him.
But if you lose it, you lose it. I can't. You can
bring the horse to water. Where was the build though,
bro? You can bring the horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Nah, you can't say that though, bro. Because where was the build? The build that you seen for Big Sean? Where was that build for Consequence?
He had it. What was the song that he had all them niggas? What is it? It was a remix.
No. Grammy Family. You talking about Grammy Family?
Nah.
Or Whatever You Want.
Whatever You Want. Yeah.
And he got outshined when they did the good music remix, and nobody even remembered the original anymore.
And it was a cipher that Consequence was on instead of Cudi.
Yeah, and hip hop awards. Yeah, when they were all suited up.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, the Rosewood era. The Rosewood. Okay, I give you that one. I give you that one.
And Sci-Hi, but Sci-Hi still moving and grooving.
Sci-Hi's a writer too. Sci-Hi right? No, he's a writer.
That's the thing.
Ari's
but Consequence does too. GLC does too. Really Dope does too. So was he using? Where they saying, "Yo, I'm gonna sit back as a writer. I don't really want to do the whole artist thing."
You get the same bread. If you're getting the same bread, why not?
You know what I'm saying? So it's really subjective on that artist if they want to be marketed as an artist or they want to be in the background. When you seen Jeezy and Gibbs together, Gibbs wanted to be a known artist, and Jeezy didn't have the full time to do that. Ye is kind of different because Ye let his artists move freely. He wasn't trying to control these niggas. That's why he dropped being the president of Good Music and gave it to Push because he doesn't want the role of that shit. He'd rather be an artist. That's what I'm saying. That's neither here nor there. But I say that to say,
with this Ye, goddamn it,
you see him meshing with so many different sounds. When you hear the song Off the Grid, you see him doing the UK drill sound that Pop Smoke and Fabio Foreign, you know what I'm saying, made popular in the US.
That's Brooklyn drill. It's called Brooklyn drill.
It's UK drill.
Listen, hold on.
It's UK drill, but Pop Smoke and Fabio made it popular in the UK.
Brooklyn, UK.
It's not UK drill. Give it its proper respect. That's Chicago drill music.
Gino say that shit because he's from Brooklyn.
No, I'm saying it's Chicago drill music. UK music.
Okay, no, that's
UK
fact.
drill music.
But where do you put grime music in the sense of UK sound?
UK.
That's
UK. That's all that.
Yeah.
You could say no. Grime music was popping. You could say what early like 2000.
But that style of it is so vastly.
I remember niggas like Danny Brown, you know what I'm saying, going off grunge rap, like rapping with grime rappers and shit like that before Triple X.
Grime artist.
You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. But
I was gonna say that there's African drill, which is popping. You just gotta know like the beat.
No, it is.
I think
like I said,
Spears are making AK sounds and shit. I'm dead ass too. It's not even like some fake shit. I gotta pull the video.
But my takeaway from the joint though, man, I said the jail record with Hov. Happy that's on there. I need to listen to some more. I need to listen to more Vori. I remember Pusha T talking about Vori a couple years ago and saying a lot of niggas was taking his style and shit like that. It was either him or 070 Shake, but I think it was the dude Vori.
070 Shake is nice, man. I like her. But
Vori's definitely I got to listen to more. I like him on these hooks on this album. The hour and 48 runtime is definitely a hard thing to kind of like. That's a task.
That's a motion picture. It's a motion picture.
For real, bro. That is a DC animated film.
Oh, do that. That's a great time.
It is, bro. Like that should be $130, $145, right? Like
I'll watch a DC animated film, bro. I'll watch those all day. Them should be wild.
I know, but
wild killing. Yo, you want to see?
You can put this out. You can put this album on for the score, and it will run exactly with the whole movie,
bro.
It'll finish right when the movie finishes.
Wonder Woman murders so many people in those animated movies. I don't even call it murder. Nah, you know what? The Justify kills. She's engaged in combat with combatants who know life or death.
Fucking them up.
Yo, she be fucking killing the shit out of them, like cleaving them in half. Like, yo, bro, Wonder Woman be good. Yo, bro, one day we guys gotta do a watch party. You can see the expressions on my face when she was fucking like she's like the first. She's like the first 25 minutes of the Justice League movie.
The newest one with the last one.
Yeah, where she just goes in and she just starts fucking them up. She's like that, but with blood.
Yes.
But with blood.
Yeah, like, yo, what the fuck? Like, yo,
I love her, bro.
You respect somebody when you're swinging a sword, like at that speed. Like,
this ain't Diane from the WB.
She's going through that nigga. Like, she's not, like, yo, she be smacking, like,
you heard me, G? This ain't Diane from the WB show.
Nah, this is all that shit. She be
the Amazon, nigga.
Oh, like, yo.
But like I said, like you said earlier, Fabio went off on this joint. He definitely shined a lot on this joint.
With no bathroom break.
Yo, just comment go.
With no bathroom break.
What did I just say? What did I just say?
No bathroom breaks.
Big facts, son.
Fact.
Like you said the same thing earlier. A1 production for sure. A1 production, man. I just want to say some of my favorite songs if I can just. Because it's a lot, so I might as well say the little bit that I'm probably going to put on the
27
playlist.
27 songs, he fucked with 15 of them.
But yeah.
Ain't gonna lie though, that's not bad.
That's good numbers.
You like half of the 2 albums.
Right. I fuck with Jail. I fuck with Off the Grid. I fuck with Hurricane. I like Off the Grid too. What was it? What's the Junior? I forgot how that shit went, bro.
Georgia Smith.
Junior, but the Junior joint, that joint was dope. I like Moon with Kid Cudi and Don Toliver. My nigga, I don't think I'll ever be high enough for that record.
This nigga thought he was a fever dream. Nigga got Cudi and Toliver. He was like,
bruh, but you know what on records? You ever see the meme where's the little meme where's Lisa Simpson in the fucking little cube with the headphones on? Bruh, it be for records. No, not like that, where she's just like zoned out or some shit like that. It's for
just like this.
Yeah, it's for records like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit, the one you be seeing Winnie the Pooh like leaving his body or something. Yo, it be for records like this, bro. And I was happy for that record. I ain't gonna hold you. That joint was dope. What else? I mean, it's so many that I forget, like that I was just listening to as kind of like background music that I just know it when I hear it. But I mean, it's solid. Jonah. That's what it's called. Jonah. That's what it's called. That's the joint. I like that one. But like I said, man, it's a solid tape. I mean, I think this is one of his like since like 808s and Heartbreak. I think this is one of his more vulnerable tapes.
Okay, I agree with that.
Yeah, I think it's one of his more vulnerable tapes that I think we kind of need as people who've been watching Kanye and following Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Whether we like what he's been doing or not, this is kind of things we can see to kind of pick his brain to see where his head is really at right now. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
I think.
Go ahead.
I think, in my opinion, we might get Kanye coming back, not so much off the mountain, but kind of returning back to that valley that he was in, where it's like, all right, we might get back down to where we get another Magnus opus and like maybe 2 or 3 albums where it's like, yo, we get something on par with Fantasy, and it's like, all right, cool. So I'm willing to sit through another 2 okay Kanye albums to get a really fucking amazing Kanye album that goes into like, yo, this might be considered one of the greatest rap albums quality.
What I will say, I am interested to really more. I wish he would more like what he used to do back in the day is like really document the album process, so we could really see how the shit was like, how it was built up, like we seen with Late Registration and such like that. I wish we could see that. I think with some of his newer processes, because I see we got a little glimpse of it with that T.I. and Kanye record. We got a little glimpse of to see how Kanye
and that record was hard.
Right, but
I think Kanye needs less eyes on him while he's working. I think that's
why I just wanted to know what is it that we all felt was working back then in those studio sessions that we feel is not working too much now. What I'm trying to say is I feel like we're going through, like I said before, that experimental process with Ye, where he is experimenting right now to find a final sound that he wants to get to.
I think that's a bad take on it.
Go ahead.
Because what were you about to say, Sue?
No, I just think he's just telling the story the best way he can.
I need my guy back. I need my man's back.
You don't want that Ye back, bro.
I need my man's back.
Off that yak.
That Ye was bound to catch a case, bro.
Nah, I say this to say this. I don't think we want one for his mental health. I don't think he needs this many eyes on his process. Oh, okay. 2, I don't think we're qualified to know enough about Kanye to even critique his process on how he does his music, in the sense that he's had personal growth that isn't documented. So if we just see what we see on camera and then take that as is, and then say, okay, Kanye, for what I know of you by what the media portrays and what you allowed to be portrayed by the media, and now I'm seeing your process, this doesn't work or this doesn't work, versus what Kanye now is accustomed to and what actually works for him to bring him back into the mindset that he wants to be when he's working. And then we can hear something and say acoustically, hey, this ain't the sound for you. But then again, there's plenty of times Kanye has done stuff like that Poopity Scoop. That beat was fucking fire. But that beat, I understand that, but that beat was fucking fire.
That's why Drake was that mad.
That beat was fire. He could have killed somebody. Could have fucking destroyed that beat. Destroy that. And it's like, yo, that's a song you want Kanye to snap on, because that's a song Kanye, yo.
That's the joint Ye do the dance from Jesus Walks to that video.
But that's like that.
Jesus Walks dance?
Yeah.
That was my shit.
Then you have that shit he did with what's this little people? Fuck, I forgot his name. The nigga who J. Cole killed.
Oh, Lil Pump.
Lil Pimp. I always think of that old fucking that old computer game and that shit. But finish
remember he did that shit with I Love It.
Mm-hmm.
That beat was fire. The song concept.
No, it wasn't his beat. That was DJ Clark Kent.
Sorry,
I'm not gonna lie. That was a good song. That was pre Jesus Ye though. So.
Shout out Clark Kent for like kind of like surprising niggas like, oh shit, this Clark Kent nigga, like what the fuck? Like
Kanye was going off on that track. His flow was nice. His content was kind of all over. His flow was wilding though.
That was that hell of a life Kanye right there.
Right, and they're just like, yo, okay, Kanye, I can't sit there and be in the studio and see him doing this and being like, oh, this is gonna be the music video. This is gonna be dumb as fuck. The music video is to me stupid as shit.
Yeah,
but because I heard the music video first, like heard and watched all the music, I was like, yo, this song is ass. And then when I heard the song just chilling in the car, like, oh nah, he went off because the visuals are out the way. Mm-hmm. And it's like, yo, Kanye's a musical genius. He's borderline a savant. Borderline avant-garde, but a lot of times,
I mean, he's definitely. But that's the thing. He's that's why I was going to get to. Where it's like, I think where I was saying that's where I was kind of getting to with the process, because I think before, where it felt like it wasn't too many cooks in the kitchen. I think back then it would just be him, Mike Dean, probably like one more person maybe. At least it was Dr. Jeans maybe playing Pat. Maybe that's about it. That'll usually be like your core four for the albums. You know what I'm saying? And I think over time it started to be like, wait, I feel like it got become too many cooks in the kitchen. Whereas for me, it's like, what is Kanye's soul vision? Well, I want to know what's Kanye's soul sound in 2021. I feel like it's too many people. It's too many people with their pieces in there to find. Okay, this is Kanye right here.
I'm gonna say this, and this is kind of my view on it, and it seems kind of weird to say it like this. If you look at Kanye's earliest albums, you kind of have to view it like someone going through an educational growth, right?
True, that's true. I agree with that.
Where when you first go to school, right, your classes, while it seems big, is really small, right? And as you get advanced, your classes get bigger and bigger. You learn more complex subjects. They're built off of all the small things. But your kindergarten teacher can't teach you all the stuff you learned in college. The same class, a group of people that you went to kindergarten with aren't on the same life path as you or same educational path as you to be in the same college classroom as you. Now, I say that to say like he may need to use people musically in that sense, where it's like, I need this person's skill set in order to achieve this feat. I need this person's thing because I trust in the quality sound of their air, and I've already told them what I'm trying to do, and they understand and they're in step with this vision. They're gonna help me achieve it on this, so that I can now have a certain level of autonomy with this person, and you can move forward like that. So I'm just playing devil's advocate in this sense, where it's
I agree with you. I think that what you said made me look more so at myself as just more so being in from the era of selfishness, where more producers, artists were very honed in on, no, this is my sound, and I'm going to push this sound as being the best sound. Right. You know what I'm saying? So when like I said, back to when Kanye was coming out, when those beats were out, when I first heard "You Don't Know My Name" and them slaps and drums on there, the piano, all of this.
Before that, Down and Out with Cameron.
Any of that nature, that era of him just hearing, you stupid, of him, knowing that was Ye on them boards. You know what I'm saying? Seeing them video of Ye just building a beat from scratch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when he was doing this shit.
So when I see now, it's know he still can do it because he's shown glimpses of it. I've seen it with my own two eyes. No, literally, when the man was on the fucking stage at the Yeezus tour, he brought the MPC out and did a beat on stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know the man, like, you know what I'm saying? The dude is like Gino, he's a musical genius, especially with that MPC. A lot of niggas can't touch him. There's a few niggas with that MPC who could touch him. And they're like God level. You know what I'm saying? The RZAs, the Pete Rocks, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? But he learns from them. So that's why I agree with Gino, where he sits back and still becomes a student. You know what I'm saying? He said we just seen him in the studio with Dre. You know what I'm saying? Them two linking together and knowing Ye's history of saying I stole the drum from Explosive. But no, I'm saying he just said I stole the drums from Explosive and fixed them up a little bit and made my, you know what I'm saying? I took these joints from such and such and put them in my, so I can understand that where he says I can be humble and say these guys are amazing. Let me go into their world and see what I can bring back to mine. So I can agree with that. Now I think, but when it comes to as a rapper, I think that's where it gets sketchy.
Yeah, he stopped rapping after Pablo. He was rapping.
Where I've been thinking it's like, okay, it's too many cooks in the kitchen. But we know Consequence was helping back then. We know, you know what I'm saying, really though, GLC was helping back then. You know what I'm saying? Not as much. We're talking about to create songs though.
The direction he's going in, he doesn't need the rap, I feel like.
Because he brings a gang of new niggas from this era in and be like, all right, I want to see y'all vision and I want to bring that to me. So when he sees Fabio, he sees what Pop Smoke is doing, like, okay, let me see if I can bring that to my world with a Kanye twist on it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I just want to say this video is brought to you in part by Skillshare.
There you go. Are we, you guys?
I think it's. I think I still got to really listen. It's just coming off like the first listen I'm
gonna double back. I'm gonna double back on it too.
It's like I really didn't give this like full look because so much to listen to. But what it is a lot to take away from it though. Still, it is a lot to take away from it. He was even it was even a little bit of slick shots at Drake on this shit too.
Man,
couple little slick shots there too.
CLB this Friday. Fuck all that.
Hey, yes sir. We got
CLB this Friday. But before that. Let me mark out now.
Tomorrow, getting ready for it.
Let me mark out. God damn it, Hitler 8. Let's talk about it.
Yo, this is like I was talking to my cousins last night, and they agree with me because I think I posted this on Twitter that night. It's a little different, but when I seen this and I was listening to the album, I seen the track list. I didn't really think about it until I really listened to it. This is damn near Fly God is an Awesome God Part 3, or if you want to call it West Side featuring Stove God, or just this damn near Stove God's, you know what I'm saying, album too, like how Iron Man was Ghost featuring Ray, or you know what I'm saying, The Links was Ray featuring Ghost. That's how this shit been lately with West and Stove God.
You remember the picture you showed me where Stove God was at the West Side, the Buffalo Kid store, and the caption was like, "Oh, I'm curating Stove God's next project." This is Stove God's next project right here.
They're building.
This is what they were working on.
But nah, man, dope project, man. The features, dope.
Man, Stove God got off every single fucking time. Mind you, remember in the Boldy project how I was like, yo, we needed a Stove verse. We needed a Stove verse. Fam, we got more than enough verses on this one. What he said on Vogue cover where he was like, yo, I went to go see the plug and he had me sitting there waiting for 7 hours. He washed his car, cleaned his house, and I'm saying like, nigga, go get the powder. Like, fam, like, what did he said? He rubbed his like, yo, Stove God. I gotta put him in my top 5.
He's a
top 5 rappers right now. Top 5 pure spitters right now. Stove God gotta be in.
Yes, that line was crazy. The what you do after the brick, bitch. I'm
Draymond.
That was my favorite line from him.
The Bentley truck line.
The Bentley that had me looking up Bentley trucks after. I definitely. The irony, I seen one later that day.
Shout out Benny.
Not a Bentley. It was a Mustang truck. And I seen a Mustang SUV later that day.
Benny and Camo Danny and Camel Monk handled a lot of the production. The Heartbreakers, it says it is EP by the Heartbreakers.
Hold up, no, it was actually somebody that handled a lot of the records on here. And his name is Danny LaFleur.
Yeah,
he
Danny and
was
Camel.
the majority of these records, and a lot
the
of
Heartbreakers is them niggas.
Oh, okay. Pardon to God. But like I said, man, my favorites joints on here, I say the Draymond record. I ain't gonna say, man, a lot of these joints. I really like a lot of these joints, man. Let's talk about it, man. The Wayne feature on here.
Oh,
Wayne went crazy on Bash
Wayne
Money.
and Griselda is like a marriage because what did he do in the
It's
Benny
like
track?
it sounds like when Wayne was with Dipset.
I was about to say that. Listen, there's three niggas who always snap when they with like New York niggas on the track. Wayne, Rick
Ross, definitely. Yep.
And this nigga fucking Jeezy.
Yes.
Jeezy.
Yes.
Jeezy, he rarely get on tracks with niggas from New York. When he
because in OJ, Fab and Chris got him in OJ.
But him and Hove make magic together.
Yo, niggas forgot. Remember that shit with him, Wayne, and Joel Santana or Santana?
Let me show you how to make that crack. How to spin.
Yo, remember Jeezy snapped off. Everybody had fire verses.
That strip. How to get that.
Son, Claire's back. The beat switch and Claire's back.
So 5. What do you say? Top 10. So 5. Then I hit 3.
That's
OG.
That's the residue along with
the other two.
Fucking magic stick. Jeezy got a magic
wrist.
What do you say? David Copperfield on the stove. All type
of tricks.
Stack it up like Pringles. All type of chips.
Yo. Jeezy,
Atlanta. Dipset, Harlem World called Santana. Hit Jim on the cam on the selling. What do you say?
Hit Jim on the cam on the selling.
What do you say? Son say Rico called A's. I hit him for the R. Kelly. Come on. I'm sorry. I had to have a moment right there. That's one of my favorite songs like ever, yo.
Bro, so this is why I'm saying there's certain niggas when you put them on the track with New York niggas.
Before we move on from this joint, man, I just want to play this Wayne record and pose a question one more time to y'all that I asked in the chat after this Wayne music though.
Wayne on slow beats is like if y'all look up Fat Albert?
Wasn't he on? Did he ever go?
Fat Albert. It's called Fat. Yeah. So the song is called I think Fat Albert with him and Currency. It's a slow beat just like this. Wayne fucking cooks on there.
I don't know if I'm high as fuck right now, but didn't he go off Drive Slow?
In one of the tapes. One of
the tapes. I remember he did. Again, right?
Barry Bonds with Ye.
Him and
But I just want to play this.
Him and Drake did it again.
But I just want to play this Bash Money record off of Hitler Where's Hermès. The fact that he has Wayne on a Hitler series tape is just very big for the story of West Side in this series, because you really can tell that you follow West Side's career through this series on the low.
I'm not gonna
lie. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie. I seen it coming because he was doing a lot of.
He did the interview with them too. He was really rocking with them in the interview
with Benny, and he was like,
he really rocked with them.
Yeah, he was on the Benny album. He wasn't.
Yeah.
He was on.
Yeah, and he cooked on there. This was the start. That was the start.
Mm-hmm.
That was the start for me at least. But like I said, man, just knowing where Westside, like I said, you can follow his career through this Hitler Wears Hermès series, and to see where it's at now can kind of show where he's at in his career now that he's able to get Lil Wayne on this project. So let's play this record, man. Bash Money featuring Wayne. Here we go, man.
on. I can make it Kim, Chloe, Courtney, make him do the dash for me.
Son, that man knows the assignment when he gets in the room with these spitters.
Every time.
When he knows the fucking
time.
The thing is, I would say, the guys like Wayne, they've been here since forever, like since the 90s, bro. They see the change. Hold on. He's seen the change in the game, maybe even with himself, that he knows is guys now that's not playing with niggas no more. It's not like niggas not playing no more, bro. And when you get in these rooms with them, fuck all of that star shit. They were here to take your fucking head off, bro. Off just cause you that star. They thinking like I gotta be best like that. So you gotta bring that shit just like that. And it's the competitor in Wayne that brings them verses like that.
Nah, these niggas bring that out of them. Like Griselda as a whole brings
as a competitor, bro. You think of Wayne, Kobe Wayne? That's that. Oh, I'm best rapper alive. Like when I hear, you know what I'm saying, the scar tissue line, that reminds me of old mixtape Wayne. Them crazy little punches like that, bro.
Bro, but do you notice how every time one of these bigger
Here go Gerard.
one of these bigger rappers gets in the booth with like any Griselda dude, they snap because why? Because these Griselda niggas are not to be played with. They're there to take your fucking head off.
Cool G.
For example, Scatterbrain, Luda, and Conway. Like Luda had to go in there and take Conway head off.
Just like every single name you just named, they know that people say they ain't got it. A lot of them people say they ain't got it no more. And Wayne definitely hear this shit. And Wayne been putting on. Like Wayne can put out so many trash songs and then come back with a feature and make you forget about all that shit.
He's been quietly cooking feators. Quietly.
I remember him.
He got solo hits too.
I give him his credit.
But you gotta
standouts for me. I mean, that the little so the three track Westheimer is fire. The 3-track stretch between Mariota, Vogue cover, and Margiela split. That three right there, doom doom doom. That's a crazy fucking trend. What's the word? Sequence.
Yeah.
Rome Street.
You might as well say 4, bro, because Draymond went crazy right after. Not even gonna lie, bro. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. From Mariota to Vogue cover to Margiela split toes to Draymond to Perry. Bro, I think he might kill me, but I wasn't crazy about Kiss verse on right now. I ain't gonna lie. Wasn't that crazy
cover for the Levert sample?
Yo, that shit makes it even better, bro.
That shit threw me off.
Hey,
nah, play that shit, bro. Play that Levert sample, dog.
Bruh.
That shit threw me off when I first heard it because you were ahead of me, so I didn't hear the sample till because you were in the chat and you were like, "Oh, this Levert sample," and I'm like, "Levert sample? What song he was in?" Nigga, when I heard that shit took me for a loop. I was like, "Holy fuck!"
When I first heard it, I thought it was Billy Ocean on some real shit.
I think it's this joint right here. Hold on.
I really thought it was Billy Ocean.
Is this? Nope, that's not it. I think it's.
I thought you were gonna play the real song, the actual.
I was about to. I'm trying to remember what the fuck it was called, bro.
No, I mean I thought you were gonna play Vogue cover.
Oh no, it's this. Here we go. It's Gerald Levert featuring his father, Eddie Levert. That's another. Go check that record out. If y'all haven't heard that record, man, please go listen. That's a fucking bop. Baby, Hold On to Me, Gerald Levert featuring Eddie Levert, man. But on that note, man, like I said, man, our favorite song. It's a lot of these. The album is fire, man. Rome Streets got off on his records, man. Stovey got off on his record. Conway, the 716 Mile, Boldy, him got off. Fucking Sauce Walker on the end of fucking Westenheimer. On the lowest of keys. It's hard to choose who got the best verse on that record.
I like Boldy on there.
I really like Sauce was talking heavy on that shit.
My hand on a stack of Bibles, and it's the King James version.
Ooh, bro, Claire's back with Benny.
Bro, Claire's back was crazy. Yeah. That you see how we was up in the chat for that one. We was up in the chat for that one, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of samples on this, man. Like this is a sample heavy project, man. This is just side A
samples, man. And yo, let's keep it again. Yo, shout out to Hall and Nash coming back on Spoons. Yo, once again, when them two niggas are going back and forth on a record like that, they are two of the most lethal niggas in the game right now. Like for real. When they do that shit, go ahead.
Would you rather Hall and Nash, a Hall and Nash part 2, because they need to give us part 2, or a Benny Conway project?
Hall and Nash, because that back and forth is like us. They got the chemistry, bro. If you want something new to see, yeah, I would say Benny and Conway. But if I just know that the chemistry is already going to be there, the flow is already going to be there, like they already know their, you know what I'm saying, their timing and everything. Like everything is there for them, bro. So
think about the merch and the artwork. The merch and the artwork.
Oh, merch is gonna be for all of them.
The wrestling themes, goddamn it.
Yeah, all that's gonna be there for all three of them, man. Crazy. But man, shout out to West Side. This is only side A, so we got side B coming when Halloween. That's a long time.
One more. We got one more music.
That's good. We gotta bring back the Spooky Hours episode for that one.
One more music topic. We have to touch on this because he went off. Baby Keem, Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
We have to talk about this verse. We have to talk about this.
Yo, shout out to before we begin to Kendrick. Baby Keem went off on that shit though, too, son.
I didn't like all the beat switches, honestly.
What?
I didn't like all the beat switches.
Nah, son. If we play one more record, yo, video, audio, this is gonna be the last one we play before we get up out of here. But with this record gotta be played, man. Because this shit is crazy, B.
Because this verse, man, he's talking about the top 5s and shit, man.
Smoking on top 5.
He's shooting.
He should have started with this on the low.
We don't know who he's shooting at.
Come on. Smoking on top 5.
You know who we talking about.
Oh,
You know who
y'all ain't
number
ready
two
for the
is.
vibes. Y'all ain't ready for the vibes. Y'all ain't ready for the vibes. Y'all ain't ready for those vibes.
You know who number 2 is. You know who number 2 is.
Yo, but the fucking Kanye line said I'm the different Gemini. Like,
bro, when they were going back and forth at the end, that
was fire. Man, this PG. If this is the start of PG Lang, man,
it's looking good.
But Baby Keem is a dope. I'm liking what he's putting out, man. That's his start. Yeah, that's the start. Yeah.
Okay.
He got the Do-Rag Activity record that I like with Travis. I think he got another joint too. I forgot what it was called, but he's starting off well, man, and he's holding his own. Keem is holding his own.
Smoking on top 5s, bro.
Smoking on top 5s.
Number 2 is Drake. I feel like number 2 is Drake.
Well, I mean, CLB is coming out. Here's the album cover, y'all.
It's Friday.
Here's the album cover. I'll give y'all the artist name in a second. I didn't see this shit. Here you go. Here's everybody. If you didn't see it, here we go. Y'all ready for it? Art.
Bang, bang, bang.
Oh, that's really it.
Arri, confirmed.
So I saw a tweet that said that the reasoning behind this cover is that CLB will be dropping 9 months from the original release date. And then this being a love album, certified lover boy, he's expecting this to be baby making music. Hence the cover.
Still a whack cover.
Nasty. DM memories.
What is the I gotta find the artist's name. Give me
which one of these is Kim?
Bro, I don't know, but I know you like that 1/4 from the right.
Which one's the 1/4? Oh, not the one up top with the red?
Nah, the one in the middle. That seemed like your type.
I ain't got no type.
Oh,
Bad bitch is the only thing that I want.
This is the only thing that I want.
That's right, Tsunami. Tell him.
Trying to find the person. Give me a second.
Why can't I like the little joint in the middle with the orange?
Shit, I think that's little mamacita for me. Hey.
You know, this has got to be like. Remember when the game had the cover with all the pregnant girls in the studio?
That's sick.
This is just like that.
That is sick as hell.
Just animated.
What is this joint? I'm trying to find the damn trying to remember what this damn artist name. His name like is this something I forgot. He has some really dope fucking art pieces, and for this to be what he brings for Drake and Drake liking this shit, it's like what the fuck. But then again, it got me thinking though: do album covers even matter anymore? Do people even really care about album covers anymore? Well, that's the thing. Even with Kanye, you got people like Childish Gambino and Lupe, low-key trying to call him out on the low. You know, real subliminal shit. For saying they influence his style. You know what I'm saying? You know, Childish Gambino had the all-white cover for the his last album that he dropped. And then you had Lupe a couple years ago with that all blacked out album. Yeah, Food and Liquor too. So I can see where they can be like, hey nigga, did it already. What the fuck is so different about this shit?
I think with streaming, you don't need a cover because you're not buying the album physically. You're streaming it. So you don't really need
some
the
people
cover.
Still do though. You still have vinyl collectors, and you have a lot of people still sell shit physical and cassette tapes too in their merch. So I mean, why would it not be?
What do you?
And a lot of album covers be on merch also.
What do you expect this to sell? Because it's coming out Friday. Well, Thursday night for us. You know what I mean? But it's supposed to come out Friday. He hacked the ESPN, the Sports Center shit. He did the Joker shit. I explained it to you in the chat. I said it in the chat why he did that. Because of the Joker reference from the movie, from Dark Knight, how the Joker hacks the new system in the group chat that Kanye's in. He refers to Drake as the Joker with the picture.
Oh, that's fire. I like that.
That's all he's doing.
That's fire. I don't know, man. I'm not really crazy on sales shit. I just know it's gonna mad people gonna listen to it. Everybody been waiting. You know what I'm saying? Everybody been waiting for this shit, man. You see Yeezus, I mean, Donda is number one in like 130 countries.
Everywhere.
Apple's number one, you know what I'm saying, most number ones in Apple Music history. You think Drake not about to try to break that or you know what I'm saying? Or hopes to break that or something of that nature?
Kendrick.
Number one and keep number one along.
That's all this is gonna be.
That's all it is.
You know what I'm saying?
And then you got Kendrick waiting in the wings, waiting to drop. Because you know,
I think even things with like the album cover, it's more things to talk about and bring more people into. Like, oh no, I gotta hear this shit. Like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying?
Like Kendrick is done, bro. His album is done. I'm like, we're not stupid. His album is finished. He's just waiting to drop it at the right time. His shit is finished.
Probably.
Kendrick shit gonna drop on fucking like in October.
Can Kendrick do a Beyonce?
Oh yeah. People will definitely listen
at this time of night.
I mean, shit. They just Universal just did that with Donda. Shit, they dropped the shit without Kanye's permission, which is fucked up on the low. I ain't even gonna hold you, but I'm waiting for more news to drop out. I'm waiting for more news to drop with that shit. To
why Lucius Graves do Kanye like that?
I don't know. I'm waiting for more news to drop to speak on that, but like I said, man, CLB September 3rd. This album cover is weird as fuck.
Dog, we in here.
I'm sorry, but I don't know why I keep speaking. Drake really has some fire album covers throughout time, man. And this is really nasty.
This is not the cover.
This is the cover, bro. I'm dead ass. Bro, even the artist posted it, bro. Like, this is dead ass the cover. Elliot Wilson posted it, said it's confirmed. Like, the artist who made it posted it. Like, Drake posted it. This is official, bro. This joint is official. G, you seen the certified lover boy cover?
CLB.
Yeah.
This shit is sick.
So low budget. And I mean minimalistic. Bro, I get it, minimalistic.
A nigga on Twitter can make that in literally in 5 minutes.
I'm saying that's a Photoshop job.
Cole can make that in 5 minutes.
I'll be real.
Nigga, I can make that in 5 minutes. My Photoshop is trash.
Sometimes some of the best logos are simple.
No, it is simple. They can be simple, but like if you're reading this, it's too late cover is what I see as simple.
Like
but see, with that simplicity,
have...
with the simplicity of that, you see that became like art style for mad fucking filters and a whole bunch of shit after that. People made so many different shit after that, but this is like the fuck is influential about this?
It's lazy. Well, no, I told you what happened. I told you
it's not. I don't even know if it's lazy. Why? It's just like whatever the vision is. I don't get it.
Why?
Because he's dropping the album 9 months from the original release date. CLB, Certified Lover Boy. They're good. It's a love album. Niggas gonna be making babies to this shit apparently. Hence the cover.
I mean, I get the
Silk
meta.
would never.
I get the meta of it, but I'm not.
But how many of them kids he's hiding?
He Sweat would never.
How many of them kids on the cover he's hiding?
I don't know. You just gotta count the ugly white.
How many of them kids he's hiding, my nigga?
Yeah, I see how many of those girls did porn.
Shit, probably as many Dragon Balls it is. Shit, probably got to scour the earth for them shits.
No, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I feel like I'm expecting something. I'm expecting something good from. You're stupid. I'm expecting something good from this joint. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I'm definitely gonna be expecting a little bit more from this than I'll be expecting from Donda. That I did expect from Donda. So
you've had us waiting a lot. I mean, this needs to be pristine. You've had us waiting for a while.
I mean, you know me. I like R&B Drake. So
you're gonna have us waiting, pushing this shit back. Nah, this shit better be perfect.
I said this like a show or two ago. We were supposed to get this January. So I've definitely been waiting for this shit, and a lot of other people have. So we definitely, as soon as it dropped, we're gonna be like, what the fuck you gave? What the fuck was the wait for? So if it's good or bad, if it's bad, they're definitely gonna critique it. You know what I'm saying? Or even if it's mid, they're gonna critique it just off that weight. You know what I'm saying? But if it's good to great, they'll forget about that shit instantly.
It'll be good. It'll be at least good.
Yeah.
The Drake albums are never bad. Like even Views, which is I guess people think
Views grew on me amazingly. I thought that's a good album.
I like Views. Views is better outside though. That's the thing. Views you have to enjoy it outside.
I was just playing Feel No Ways going downtown, ironically.
Like dance? That one dance summer? Come on now. Off camera.
But neither here nor there, man. Let's get to the waves.
I'll go first. Fuck it. I'll set it off, man.
I'll go first. Fuck it, boy.
Off that Delgado, which also dropped this weekend.
Shout out to Rock Marcy. Yes. Nice little 10-pack.
Rock Marcy had his hands on a lot of shit this weekend because he gave us Stove God. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the Delgado he gave us Stove God. Yeah, I don't know about Stove God without Rock Marciano.
Oh, I thought you said like this week.
Nah, Stove God is a product of Rock Marciano directly.
No, I got you.
This is basically 2 songs in one. Shouts to the Mob / Medusa, featuring Conway. This shit is fire, man. The samples on this project, bro, like it's Classic rock, Marcy. This shit, bro, like, what? Nothing else can be said. I'm just gonna play it. You feel me?
Oh, I gotta turn down the brightness on my phone for this.
Jesus Christ, it blinded me.
I don't know if you can see it. Lil Nas X. Montero the album.
Oh my God. Fam, Lil Nas X is just
yeah, doing the same thing. Just stop. This is the same type of thing 6ix9ine does. I'm going
I applaud the level of trolling.
That's the thing, but some people would say the same thing. That's what Dustin said with 6ix9ine, and I will just ignore it the same way I did with him.
I don't think Lil Nas X is trying to get people. No, never mind. But anyway,
they both were trolling in very, very annoying ways for me.
Two spectrums of trolling, but it's still at the end when they meet, it's still trolling.
So who's the next wave? I guess
I got mine's ready. This is by my man Knowledge, one of my favorite producers out right now. Featuring Duran Bernard, one of my favorite singers out right now. Featuring Rose Gold, who I really don't know like that right now. And this is called Minding My Business off the 1988 album. Oh, pardon me. Here we go. Connection.
What up, boy?
That's my man's right there. Knowledge, man, featuring Duran Bernard. Go check out his album.
You mentioned Knowledge to me, was it in the group chat when you were like, yo, this beat sounds familiar.
Yes, I did. I should have brought that up. Why did you? I see why you made me forget. You don't want me to call your niggas out, huh? I was like,
shout out Smoke Dizza. He put out a new project, 183rd. Thanks again.
All right.
so
So
you want me to call out 183rd? But go ahead, G.
all right. So for my wave of the week, I got "Sign of the Times" by Papoose. This is off his July album that just dropped July.
Enjoy.
You feel me? I
know who he's talking about.
I know.
Who are you talking about?
Who we know who's calling the little nigga Big Bro? You said he had the best verse on Kanye album.
Fabio. Who's calling Fabio Big Bro though?
Who was he calling Big Bro?
Pop.
Oh,
this nigga like 30 something.
Shit.
Fabio, I didn't know how old that nigga was.
Yeah, I didn't know Fabio was 30 something. He old as shit.
He just said 30. Nigga, I ain't 30. Nigga,
I didn't know that. Yo, shout out Papoose.
I'm 24 to the public
every month in 2021.
Yo.
Do you remember keeping urban contemporary rap alive?
Yo, $1.5 million man. Yes, $1.5 million man. That shit was a wild ass shit.
That one.
That nigga did so. That was everybody thought that was the dumbest thing he ever did.
Menace in Society. That was my shit,
bro. Yo, how you have every label want to sign you and you say, "Nah, I'm gonna take this 1.5 million guarantee."
He was on Drink Champs talking about how that decision fucked his career up a little bit. He's regretting 1.5. Because you know why? Because he probably saw 1.5 and he thought, "Oh, I'm gonna see all of this 1.5." Not forgetting.
Just saying. Off
cam.
You should just put the Kang out. You got the memes.
Oh shit! I should just
put the Kang.
Yo, we need to find a joint with a clock.
Nah, bro. I think we got one in there. Hold on. I'm thinking the one.
Oh, I just found the perfect one. Hold on. I'm mad we didn't do this.
Hey, yo, my wave of the week is This Place, aka Heartbreak Hotel by Jackson's.
Happy belated birthday, Michael Jackson. Hey, my nigga.
Hey, yo, let's go.
I low-key forced these niggas to listen to Michael Jackson in the car all day yesterday.
All right, well, back to the wave.
See, so you sneak back.
Nah, I just want to read.
Music.
Still today. Oh, I should have played some Giveon.
Fire. That shit definitely fire, man. But you already know what it is, man. Y'all already know where to follow us: YouTube, Spotify, Apple, all of that good stuff. Get your bars off podcast. Get your bars off pod on Twitter. Get your bars off brand on IG. Follow us on all of our respective social media platforms. Gino, let them know where they can find you on your personal
you
podcast.
guys can find me at Highest Article on Facebook, and you guys can find me on Highest Article on YouTube as well.
And you can find me taking your bitch to the movie, shorty. I'm sorry.
You can find me at your wife's house running out the window.
Yeah, wow.
All right, running from what's the nigga from Mad Dog from Fresh Prince?
Running from Mad Dog,
on the ledge like Carlton and shit.
Yeah, man. And like, if you can't fight, you're fucked. So, yeah, man.
If a nigga got a problem with that, you know my slogan, nigga. Go get your Bible so we can pray about it. And that's Get Your Bars Off podcast. We are out. Can I get
it? Kanye fans.
Between two fat light-skinned bitches feeding them a can of sour cream Pringles.
Sour cream.
Why they gotta be sour cream?
There's a bunch of stank breath nastiness. Yeah, you gonna get us. Them niggas do not sponsor us. Yo, we out.
Them niggas do not sponsor us.
Some niggas gonna be like, what?